I guess we'll get started, right?
Sure, go for it.
Yeah, let's go. Welcome to the Entertainment Panel. Hey, can you see where my mic is on the soundboard, like where the light is going up?
Number 4.
Yeah, turn it down just a little bit because it's just like way high. Actually, no, it's not. Never mind. It's not.
No, you sound pretty good.
I think I'm just my volume is just good. No, you're good. Don't touch it.
Don't touch the knob,
Don't touch it.
naked Greg.
Don't
You're
you ever
welcome.
touch it. Don't ever touch it. Anyway, so welcome to the Entertainment Panel. I am your host, who can see you clearly now that the rain is gone. Everybody else want to introduce themselves?
Still raining outside.
Joey Donuts.
DJ the problem
Are you back to DJ The Problem?
for now.
Oh,
Ariel.
there's only one you.
Yeah.
Hackers Colossus. Howdy.
Mm-hmm. All right. And we will get started with what everybody's, has
And
been
naked
watching.
Greg.
Oh, you know what? I
Yeah.
forgot.
What's up, guys?
Thank you, naked Greg.
Naked Greg is naked and he is doing things. Never mind. I can't say that.
Naked Greg.
Yeah.
Let's get into Severance season 2, huh?
Let's do it.
Who doesn't know what Severance is yet?
Me.
Naked Greg. Okay, I
The
can do
majority
it.
on the
I
row.
can do it. Really? You guys don't watch it either? Okay. Quick synopsis. It is on Apple TV. It is a sci-fi show with we don't know exactly when it takes place other than near future, but basically the idea is that these people opt in to work for this company where they willingly separate their brain or their consciousness into two separate entities. One of you goes to work every day and all you know is work, and then the other one just gets to enjoy life. So these people go into work, they work in an office. When they get in the elevator, they have this chip in their head, and the elevator somehow activates the chip and it switches you over to your work life. So when you get off the elevator, all you know is that you just go to work 8 hours a day. And you're working on a really weird project that you don't, and it's part of the mystery of the show, is that they don't really know what they're working on. They're looking on this, they're sitting at a cubicle. There's 4 people on this team. They're sitting at a cubicle and there's numbers. There's just numbers all over the screen, and they move the mouse. And then when the numbers make them feel a certain way, like scary or whatever, then they drop all those numbers in a bucket, and then their percentage goes up. And once they get to 100%, they've like completed their round, and they have like a little pizza party. It's a very weird, creepy tone to the show. And they're in a huge room, which is 4 cubicles in the middle. Like the music on the show is weird. The lighting, all the characters that, like the people who work in this building, are super creepy and weird. And basically what happens is the people who are called innies, the ones who work in this job, they decide that they start finding out that their outies have a family and have this whole life that they don't know about because their consciousnesses are completely separated. They don't know anyone that they work with when they're outside of work. And then inside of work, they don't know any of their life outside of work.
They didn't even know if there's like the real names and shit.
No, yeah. They don't know if it's their real name, but so they decide that they want to like basically get out and they don't want to work in this job anymore. But there's some sort of system where they can't pass like messages to their outies. Like one guy tries to like write a note that says, "I don't want to work here anymore," and puts it in his pocket. And then when he goes through the elevator, they like pat you down and they check you and all this stuff, and they find the note and they take it out. And so he can't read it. So there's no communication with your inside personality and your outside personality.
Is there continuity between the different days of the innies? So, like, does Monday remember Sunday, Saturday, Friday? Okay.
Yeah, so the innies, they remember everything, but they only know what happens in that office. And there's no windows, and they don't know.
All right, this show sounds pretty tight.
They don't know what they
does,
do.
yeah.
It's a really cool show.
And then they start interacting with people who work in other departments, and the other people don't really know what they do either, and it's all just a big mystery, and they're trying to figure out what the fuck this company is. And the people outside of work, I mean, not to get into like spoilers, but like they're and I think this is revealed in the first like episode or two, but there's a character who used to work there who escaped and removed his implant, and so now he's trying to let the people on the outside know, hey, they're doing some fucked up shit in here. And the people on the outside are like, well, I don't care. I don't have to go to work every day. Like I go to work, and then all of a sudden, 8 hours later happens, and I just leave work, and so they like it, but they don't realize that their innies are basically slaves. Like their innies are basically slaves.
It also plays on
show.
like the monotony of doing the same thing over and over and over. Like imagine living life and you just didn't have to work. Like a lot of retired people, they get like really freaked out when they don't have to work because like, what's my purpose?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like going through that too.
I have a question. So I've not seen the first season. Like I know the premise of the show. If they somehow make their inside personality outside personality, does that eliminate the outside personality?
No.
Do they cease to exist?
No, they are. It's
They're
one
all
human
It's
person.
one human. They don't,
It's just their mind is separated.
it's just like as soon as you clock in, your
You
outside blacks out.
Oh,
And then
shit.
whoever you is on the inside,
They outside now.
Yeah.
But does
Like-
it?
That Southern just came out.
like just imagine me and Joe, like if we work at the same place or something like that, like we would never know what work conversations we have. We just have an outside work relationship.
Yeah, like we would know that we work together or whatever. You know what I mean? Because as soon as we clock in, all your memories of your outside life go away, and you only know
only
about
know
your
work.
inside.
Yeah, but like
I gotta watch
yeah,
this.
with the
It
premise
sounds
of
really
the
It
good.
sounds
inside,
really good.
with the premise of the inside like personalities,
Mm-hmm.
right? They don't want to work anymore. They don't want to do these things. They want to leave, right?
Yeah.
So what is the consequences of them leaving and wanting to do something out and becoming
That's
Watch
what
the
outside
you
show to
personalities?
find out.
That's
Right.
what you find out.
Right. Okay.
Oh.
So,
But-
but it doesn't murder the other side
No.
of the brain. They don't merge. Like
Well,
Watch the
You
show.
gotta
to
watch
find
part of the
out.
mystery is
Okay.
figuring out if they
Show.
can re-merge their two sides, their
Yeah.
inner life,
Like, is it possible?
and if there's any bleed over. Because this is like an experimental thing. So, like, what if you start bleeding over your inside and your outside
Mhm.
lives, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden you don't know what's reality and things?
that's cool.
But it's super good.
Really good.
That's tight.
Yeah, and the new season 2 just started. Episode 3 comes out tonight. I haven't watched it yet, but they're starting to get into a lot of crazy theories online about where the show is actually going, where the show even exists, because we don't really even know the society in which the show's happening yet. So things are starting to grow outside of the office building that opens up like the world more. So it's
I
really
hope
good.
it doesn't like have that Lost where it becomes just like weirder and weirder, and now it's like, dude, what the fuck?
So
Nah,
Why
I hope
bother?
not.
It's weird in tone, but it's not weird in like
It doesn't get weirdly unrealistic to where it's a turnoff.
yeah, it's not
Okay.
it's not confusing.
Yeah.
Like, would you be able to watch it? Like, would you be able to hop in like episode 5 and watch it? Or you have to. You have
Nah,
to.
you wanna
watch
rewind
it.
it, yeah.
You got to watch from the beginning
Yeah.
for sure. But I'm just saying, like, it's not abstract. Like, there's like I know in Lost, there's like smoke
It was like,
monsters,
yeah, it
and
was
there's
like
like
a polar bear, and it's like, what the
yeah,
fuck?
no, there's nothing like that.
Mhm.
But it's just the mystery about what these people are actually working on and what it all means, and then like if the other people that work with them are they also severed? That's what it's called, severed. Like the process is called severance when they divide their brain up. But anyway, super good.
So it's basically something that just gets your mind going.
Oh yeah.
The idea is that the whole premise or the idea is that you never have to work a day in your life because you never experience the mental toll or the whatever of working. You just walk into a building, 8 hours later, you walk out of the building, you feel fine, you go live your life.
So you don't even know you're working.
How many
No.
companies right now do you think are trying to get this started?
all of them.
The ideal employee.
Yeah.
That's weird though.
So then today they announced Squid Games season 3 coming out June 27th.
Ooh, ooh.
Did
Yeah.
season 2 come out yet?
Just did
Yeah.
like a month ago.
I don't even
Yeah,
talk
it
about
I
it.
just
haven't
dropped.
watched
I
it.
haven't even got to it yet.
I'll drop a
season
hot
2?
take.
Yeah.
I'm so
Yeah,
pissed off.
me and the woman watched season 1 all the way through. So
Mhm.
like, I don't want to start watching, and then she starts watching. Like, we want to watch.
Yeah.
it together.
And they filmed season 2 and 3 at the same time. That's why it's only 6 months in between seasons.
Even better.
Literally pissed me off.
Don't spoil anything.
I'm
here.
not.
I've
I'm
heard
not
season 2
spoiling
is
anything,
really
I
good.
promise.
But I couldn't
It
get
is
through
good.
the first episode. Like the first half of the episode, I was like so lost. I was like,
Lost.
how are we gonna start up here? Like I was like, I have questions, and this is where
It
we're starting.
Doesn't it pick up right where season 1 ends?
Mm-mm,
No,
mm-mm.
Interesting.
no.
I can't remember now.
Yeah,
Think
no.
about it.
Genuinely,
I'm afraid to like say. I'm afraid to say it, like.
But like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
the first episode,
It threw me off too.
I was like,
until
I don't want to
realized.
watch this right now because I was like, this is so confusing. I've heard the season 2 is really good, but the first episode, I just have to get past it. And whenever I get that mental block when watching a new show, and it's just made me upset already from the first episode, I have to get off of it before it makes me
Nah, you
more
got to go back
upset.
to it and finish it.
I didn't like it.
If there was some confusion, they must resolve it because I don't remember being like
Yeah,
confused.
they definitely resolve it.
But
You just gotta watch the whole episode, and then you'll understand what's really going on.
It was giving me Pretty Little Liars 5 years flash forward. Like it was like, well, what happened? Like, let's go back, and I'm sure it does go back. But.
I mean, I also agree that like season 1 I thought was better than season 2.
Way better.
But it's also because, in my opinion, the reason I think that season 1 was better was because it was brand new. All the games were brand new. The stakes were super high. We're like, holy shit, this is like what's gonna happen. Season 2, they can't just redo the whole
no.
The concept is we already know the concept. So now it's got to be about, okay, how do they like get out of this, or how do they like change the game? Like they can't just keep doing the same stuff. So it's not as good as season 1, but it's still interesting.
They didn't just copy and paste it.
No.
Okay.
No.
Cool.
No.
Did they make Player One the bad guy again this season?
I'm not saying anything about
Hey,
anybody.
hey, come on.
I'm not saying anything about anything.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Jesus.
She tried it.
Gabby
I tried.
Petito doc. It's coming. Does I say fall?
No, Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix.
I don't know what.
Oh, that's another.
she wrote.
That's another movie.
That's
That's
a
another
show.
movie.
Oh, okay. I don't know if it's out or if it's coming out, but it is incredibly interesting. I believe. Do you know the story of what happened to her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you give me a quick 1 minute?
Just because you're dating someone doesn't mean you know who they are. Okay.
Okay.
This girl, she was dating this guy, and they lived on the road, like van life,
They're
#van
vloggers.
life, vloggers, YouTubers, and she basically she died. And
Is this a
they
true
didn't know if
story?
she was
Yes.
dead originally
She
or
went missing.
not. She just went missing at first. And the boyfriend came home without her. And he
Mhm.
was like, she ran off. I don't know what she just lost it. She went away. She's gone. She's not here anymore. And the family was like, that doesn't sound like her. She usually checks in by now. And he's like, I don't know. You deal with her. I'm fed up. She's annoying me. And they're like, red flag, red flag, red flag. They sought out to find her, and they did find her dead, obviously, right where he left her at. So then there was this big case about, did he do it? Did he not do it?
Were his parents liable? Were they not
Yeah.
liable?
Were they not liable?
And then the internet like helped solve it too, right? Didn't
Yep.
everybody,
Mhm.
everyone who this was in Grand Teton, right?
This is on TikTok. Oh,
happened
I
on-
remember this.
Grand
Well,
Teton.
It happened in a national park, yeah. I don't remember which one.
I think it was that national park, like in Utah or whatever. But then everybody started stitching together any footage that they had from their, because it's a very
From when she would
populated.
vlog, yeah. They put together her last vlogs.
Well, not
And-
only that, but other people who were around, because it was a very
Mhm.
popular hiking area, and they started putting, and they found the van. They're like, oh shit! In my footage, I see the van in the background. They started like
That's
piecing together all this stuff, and then they eventually found her.
The
and
way
then,
the world is set up now, you can't get away with shit.
But it was in the news actively. Like that's why it was a big story, because like the manhunt, not the manhunt, but the search for her was going on in real life, like in real time. I'm saying.
And what's interesting is I believe Gabby Petito's father, he is now an advocate for missing black girls. Because while his daughter was missing,
Oh
there was another black girl who was missing as well and did not get an ounce of publicity. So he's made it his work to shine light on young black women who go missing, because he thought that it was unfair. Hey, everybody was out looking for my daughter, but nobody cared about this girl who was missing too. What's up with that? And I thought that was pretty honorable. So
yeah, because she's attractive. She had a YouTube
Yeah.
following, so there was some amount of fame with her already.
yeah.
I will add too, the parents believed the boyfriend at first. When he first came back and said that she lost it because apparently she had episodes before, they believed him, and they took him in when he came back and supported him and comforted him. And they're like, we'll find her, only for everyone to put all the pieces together and figure out that he was the one that killed her.
That's nuts.
That's so
Yeah.
fucked
Any
up.
motive?
I feel like how
Yeah, the motive was
weak that
he's the
is.
boyfriend and
He
he
was just
lost his
abusive.
shit. That was his.
Was it
that
anger?
his
Was that
motive.
it?
doesn't-
Was
Yeah,
he
like
just snapped?
they it was like she would like text her family like here and there and be like, oh, we got into another fight. Oh, like this is not what I wanted. But she tried to work on it to be with him, and he just lost his cool one too many times, and it was this last time he just snapped, killed her, dumped her.
How did
and
he
came
kill
up
her?
with this elaborate story.
Was
I
it a rock or something?
it-
How did he kill her? I can't remember.
I don't remember exactly how he did it. I'm gonna look it up right now.
A rock and a
Or
stick.
we could just watch it.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm trying not to say what the outcome for him was.
Yeah,
like
that
I'm
me
trying
too.
to avoid that. I'm trying
Yeah,
to
we'll
avoid.
leave it
Yeah.
alone. We'll leave it alone.
Yeah.
We'll move on to Stranger Things season 5. It is coming. I don't know how they keep making these grown people kids.
Unbeknownst to me.
She's married
11.
now.
It's witchcraft.
11 is now 35.
Yeah.
That's the hard thing about doing a show with like kids that age is that like eventually they're not
She's
kids
not
anymore.
35.
No, she's like
He was kidding.
she's like 26
But
or something.
when the show started, I mean, they all look like children, and now, they're all like
Yeah, because they all were children, ain't it? Like,
yeah, roughly.
the
But they were
most part.
playing younger, I think, anyway, by a couple of years. Like, I think they were all probably around
she's
14,
20.
15, and they were
Yeah.
all playing like 13-year-olds.
You know, a lot
But
of
now they're
actors do
like
that,
20, and they're trying to play
Well,
15-year-olds.
yeah.
Like, it doesn't.
well, I mean, back in the day, they had a lot of like 20-year-olds, 30-years playing teenagers. You know?
Yeah.
You know what they did?
But when you
They really did.
But
They
yeah,
still
but
do that,
when
though.
you're talking about these people aging up during puberty, then it's really hard to hide it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
when
hard to
your
hide your
voice
5 o'clock
drops.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say it's really crazy to see how they've grown from season 1 to now season 5. Like in the real world, Millie Bobby Brown, she's married to Bon Jovi's kid, right? And
know
they just got married not too long ago. She owns like 100 animals, like goats, dogs, like all of these animals, owns a farm, and she's also a Karen apparently.
That's gotta be
Like-
crazy. That's gotta be crazy. Like being watch being grown. You know what I mean? Like watch. I don't know. Just people watching you grow up.
Mhm.
You know, your whole life, just seeing you go from that adolescence to an adult, just in the spotlight. You know.
It used to
gotta be
always be
wild.
like that though. Like sister, everybody hates Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like the Cosbys, all them. Like you watch them grow up,
yeah.
and then it's like, damn. Then you see them now. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah. 'cause
And
I
a
mean,
lot
yeah,
of the
with-
time they hate on the shows that made them popular too.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just want to live their own life, but they're
Mhm.
part of this giant show. And now that the last season's coming, it's interesting to see like how their future will grow and which direction, because we've seen some of the actors, the kids, this is their only main like source of income, this show
Mhm.
only, whereas the other kids such as Millie Bobby Brown and
Finn Wolfhard.
Finn Wolfhard, yeah, they've taken completely
Yeah, they've
blown
both
up.
done other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like Gayton Mazzara or whatever his
Yeah.
last name is, I don't think he's really done much since then. And the other kid who plays Will,
Noah something.
yeah, he
Yeah.
hasn't done. Yeah, so
But
we'll
I feel
see.
like if you're making this money, invest it.
Joe
Invest. I was
Keery's
just
done a
about to
lot.
say invest. Better invest that money.
Noah went to college and then he was getting sued at one point. He was in a frat. He got into a lot of little trouble there. And he was like, I'm just living my life. And then like obviously he came out too in the process. Everyone was upset that him and Millie didn't end up together. They were like, you guys are so cute. And he's like, I'm gay. so I'm excited to watch how this whole story unfolds together.
Resident Evil's got something new?
No, Resident Alien.
Resident Alien?
Yeah, it's a show. It's not
And
a,
I just got glasses.
Resident Evil.
it's not a new show, but it's new to me. Dee and I just started watching it. It's a sci-fi show that Netflix has right now, and I think season 3 or maybe season 4 is about to come out, and it's going to be I think USA Network bought it. But so it's still an active show, but it's really funny. It's a comedy. It's about an alien. Do any of you guys watch it?
No.
Anybody know what it is? No,
You just told me
Alien.
to watch it, so I'm gonna try it out.
It's a 45-minute comedy. It's Alan Tudyk is the actor,
He's got 2 dicks.
Oh my god.
and he
It's a
plays.
hard name
an-
to grow up with.
Oh, I bet it's the hardest.
Hey, he made it as an actor. Clearly, no agent told him like, "Hey, your last name is Tudyk. Maybe you should change this."
If Schwarzenegger can do it, I can do it with my 2 dicks.
True.
Man.
But he's a really funny character actor. He voiced IG-11 in The Mandalorian, and he's
Okay.
done a few other like character work, because he's got a very unique voice. And he was also in A Knight's Tale. He played one of the guys in The Knight's Tale, the dumb guy. But anyway, so he plays an alien who crash lands in a small town in Colorado, and his mission was to destroy all humans. And when he crashed, he lost his device that he's going to use to destroy humans. And he landed in this remote little town in Colorado, and he stumbles upon this cabin where this doctor lives. And this doctor is only there the doctor doesn't live there, but the doctor owns the house, and he's only there like a couple weeks out of the year. It's like his vacation home. So people in the town don't even know who the doctor is really. And he goes in and he kills the doctor. And then he breaks into the guy's house, and the doctor tries to, fight him off, and he kills the doctor, and then he assumes his body. So he's an alien living in this body of this doctor, and the townspeople or the police end up showing up at the house like a few months later after he's been living there. He's trying to find his device, but it's taken him a while. So he's living in the house in the meantime. the police show up and they're like, "Hey, we need you. You're a doctor, right?" And he's like, barely knows how to speak English. Like he's like, and they're like, they think the dude's weird, but they don't know him because he doesn't live there regularly. And it's a comedy, so you got to kind of forgive some stuff too. But anyway, they find out that the town doctor has been murdered, so he has to then step up and become their town doctor. So it's a comedy about him learning how to like be a human, and it's really funny. And I'd recommend it for sure.
Dope.
Resident Alien.
Yeah.
Nice.
What else we got? Night Action?
Okay. I'm really excited about it. Anybody in here seen Night Action?
Is it Night Agent or is it Night Action?
I thought it's Night Action.
Is it the one on Netflix?
Yep.
It's not Asian.
Night
Night
Agent.
Agent. That's
Dang
what
it.
That's
Okay,
what I
it's
thought.
Night Agent.
I've seen
okay.
Night Agent. It's
Agent's
good.
So good. Did you watch the new season?
I did not. Did you see the whole new season?
Yes, I binged it in one night because I had to do homework,
Uh-huh.
and I had it blasted in the back.
That's some extreme watching right there.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was sitting down taking notes, and I had it going on in the background. And basically, the premise of season 1 is there's the White House, right? And there's people who work in the White House. Night Action is a night agent.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Night Action in the show. Is the actual name of the group. That's why I keep calling it Night Action. But it's about the entire story follows a night agent guy, and he doesn't start out as a night agent. He's just someone who works the phone. You sit there in the White House, you look at this phone, and if someone calls and says Night Action, you have to take a certain string of code, and you have to take it to the higher ups and figure out how to extract them to a certain location because they're undercover agents who need help. But not just normal undercover agents, people who are on top secret missions for the White House. And so he's excited to be in this position, but there's some corruption happening in the White House, and he's forced to go undercover and save a bunch of people's life is the premise of season 1, uncover the corruption. Season 2 is about him becoming a night agent and him going undercover and trying to solve a string of events happening with a crisis outside of the United States. He has to travel outside, and he follows a certain string of events as an undercover agent. And season 3 is, I think, in the works of being confirmed, but the end of season 2 sets up season 3, and it's a really good show. Super bingeable, super good.
It is very good.
But it wasn't as good as season 1, but that's just because in season 1, there's a little love plot to follow. In season 2, it's more of like, you ever read like a 3-book trilogy in the middle of it's like, oh, like, come on, like, solve it already.
Mhm.
That's what
Yeah.
season 2 gives in the love department. So
I'm gonna definitely. I think I was gonna watch it, and then I just stopped.
it's really, really, really good. And then The Recruit that backs off of that came out right after Night Agent.
They're
did.
related?
No, they're
Oh,
not.
oh.
But they came out at the same time.
Oh.
When they both came out. They came out like maybe a month apart. And now again, the second season dropped a month after. And I don't know what happened, but I never finished The Recruit the last time I was watching it. But I remember being invested in it, and I thought I finished it, and then I went to start season 2, and I was like, oh, I guess I didn't. So I can't speak on that, but I'll hit you guys back next week with that. So
I feel like anything that has like action to do with the White House, like if it's a movie
I love it.
or it's literally Air Force One, White House Down.
Yeah.
What's that TV show that was on Netflix?
Madam Secretary.
I think so. No,
Yeah,
no,
Madam
no.
Secretary was good.
Yeah.
No, not that. It's
With that name, I'm guessing probably not a real big action movie, but
With Madam
Was it?
Secretary, it wasn't
Was
an
it?
action movie, but it was really good.
no.
There's a couple of them on Netflix.
Dude turned into he had to be like everybody.
Oh, The Last Survivor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good show.
They're like, I think something like Last Survivor or something like that.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
But
a
yeah.
good show.
Yeah.
If you're looking for some White House action, you gotta watch the show. It's really good.
Before the show started, you mentioned something about them developing a movie for the Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah, they announced earlier this week. Paramount had put out that they're going to be doing The Last Ronin. That was a pretty big comic book series a couple years back. The Last Ronin. It's the whole story is the 3 out of the 4 Ninja Turtles they die, and Master Splinter he dies. The whole premise is you don't know who the surviving turtle is until the end of the story, and they finally greenlit. I guess they got a script all together put together, and it's going to be rated R, so they'll be the first rated R Ninja Turtle movie to drop. They're going to keep it, they said, relatively close to the source material. So any Ninja Turtle fan, like anybody who reads the comic, get kind of excited for that because it's not going to be that happy, happy-go-lucky, you know, cowabunga. It'll be more that gritty, dark tone that kind of like the very first movie put out. You know, if you guys remember the first movie, if you've ever seen the first movie way back in the day was it 89 or 90?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it's going to be that darker, grittier stuff. So
Do you prefer that?
I prefer that. Yeah, I mean, I like the fun, happy stuff, but I think that more serious tone that gets me more involved. You know, I feel like it catches my attention more. I think that's something. I think it's a direction that it needs to go. I mean, you've seen how good like that rated R did for Deadpool.
Yeah,
you know, they kept that whole
Deadpool still seemed fairly light though.
Yeah,
like, happy.
They couldn't go too hard into it.
Well, because it was a comedy too. The Dark
Right.
Knight series were any of those rated R, or were they all PG-13?
No, they were all PG.
Okay,
Yeah,
but they were
13.
still the first of the Batman movies that were like dark, right? I mean, like in terms of
Well,
like,
that was
tone?
like that Michael Keaton movie, that very first Michael Keaton movie. That was like that darker tone,
okay,
you know. And then they had to lighten it up a little bit with the second. You could see through each movie that they lightened it up a bit. But yeah, they're hoping to bring back this this darker tone for the Ninja Turtles to kind of add to the cinematic universe. It's not going to be intertwined with any other movie. You know, it's going to be its own separate entity. But they're trying to just bring life, from a different direction.
Who owns Mattel? Is it Mattel?
No, Nickelodeon.
Owns Ninja Turtles?
Nickelodeon owns Ninja Turtles right now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
really?
Wow.
They must have acquired that, right?
They got it back in like 2012, I believe.
So who originally had Ninja Turtles? Do you know?
It was Eastman and Laird back in the day, but then I think it was Playmates, and then what studio was it? I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, it was Eastman and Laird owned it for a hot minute, and then they eventually sold it. I think it was Laird who sold it. Sold his off, and then yeah, they kept going from there. What was it? Yeah, 2012. I'm pretty sure that's when they finally sold it off to Nickelodeon completely, because that's when the Ninja Turtles animated series, the 3D animated series, came out, and that was a whole kind of revelation. That was a huge thing that stuck around for like 5-6 seasons. So yeah, but yeah, that's supposed to. They just got the script greenlit, and I think they're looking for a director. And if everything's scheduled correctly, it's supposed to come out in October of 2026. 2026.
2026 isn't far.
They got a lot of movies coming out this
Yeah.
year.
Oh, and also
Even
speaking,
with kids too.
yeah, and also the Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem, the second one, they're gonna be coming out with that. They got that going. It's supposed to be dropping at right around the same time, if I'm not mistaken. And
That one's for the kids stuff.
yeah, the Mutant Mayhem, that was from was it last year or a year prior? I don't know if you guys remember that when Seth Rogen directed that.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's gonna have a second one coming out, and that'll be at the end of 2026 as well.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
excited about? Toy Story.
Toy Story.
Yes.
Which one is it? Gonna be like Toy Story 5?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like
What-
them against electronics.
When
Oh,
does that
yeah,
come
I'm
out?
down.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
I'm down.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just gonna be fucking hilarious.
I'm
Yeah.
down. When does it drop?
I think it's supposed to drop this year or next year.
Really?
They got a
I
whole
didn't
bunch.
even
You
they
know
got
what
a
I'm
bunch
excited
of movies.
about?
Lilo and Stitch. All that's
Oh
coming
yeah,
out.
Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
The live action.
Wally too.
2026 for Toy
Oh,
Story.
yeah.
2026. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited.
What's the back in action?
That's with Cameron Diaz and Jamie Foxx. You know, she was out for a while.
Yeah, she has
She
been,
stopped acting for a while, and she said Jamie Foxx got her to come back, which is
Oh.
wild.
I don't like Jamie.
It's basically about.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
That's
seriously,
not-
he's great.
That man just went through a lot
So
to come back.
What did he go through?
He had a stroke.
Yeah.
He had a
I'm not-
bad stroke.
I'm not gonna like the guy just because he
Why
beat
don't you
death.
like Jamie Foxx?
But like to
Let's
come
get down
from
to that.
having a stroke to being in an action movie is crazy.
But
Sir,
he
can you
also,
elaborate?
but he was also an asshole.
I know why you.
To be
You're funny.
completely honest, Jamie Foxx was an asshole, and he said it too.
Yeah.
When he had the stroke, he was telling them like, "You know who the fuck I am?" Like he was always like that. Like, you know who the fuck I am? I'm Jamie Foxx. You can't tell me that I don't know my memory. You can't tell me I don't know this. You don't know that. Like they said, it was hard
He said he had to humble
to
himself.
fucking like get him together.
Yeah.
So he had to really humble himself and like, yeah,
He's an amazing talent though.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, come on, the Jamie Foxx show.
He
right?
does. I love his music.
Yeah.
That's one thing I love most
Yeah,
about
yeah.
him.
I have
Like, you're
something to
funny,
add to
bro.
this. I have something to add to this, but we're gonna get to it later. But
yeah,
speaking of people who have amazing talent but end up being shitbags, we're
Yeah.
gonna talk about that later.
Yeah.
oh shit.
But the movie Back in Action was it good?
Hell yeah.
Really?
It was better than I
Yeah.
thought it would be.
Really?
Like I'm not even joking.
Because I'm telling you, I saw it and I skipped it. I was like, nah, I'm not
No,
No, you
it's
need to watch-
good. It's
You
good.
skipped it because of Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
But listen,
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
good.
no. It's
good.
really
Emphasize
good.
It's very heartwarming too.
He does good movies.
Is
Yeah.
it, what kind of movie is it? Is it an action movie?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
an action movie.
Kind of.
like a rom-com?
It's funny.
like a
It says
fam-
action comedy.
Mhm.
It's a family movie.
It's good. It's really
It's
good.
really
I
good.
promise
It's
you.
like your average like spy movie, right?
Mhm.
Your undercover spy movie. It's really good. It's giving. Oh, what's the name
Is
of
it like
that
Mr.
movie?
and Mr. Smith?
Yes. Yes, that was what I was thinking of.
Exactly.
It's just as
He ain't
good.
into it.
Yeah.
Look, he's got to breathe.
Interracial Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I
Listen,
don't-
he did. Listen, Jamie Foxx does good in movies. His best movie to me is Django.
I don't think I've seen that one.
What's
Why was
what's
that
fall?
face?
What's fall? What's
What-
fall about?
What was that
were your
face?
feelings
Wait a
about that movie,
minute.
Mr. Horse?
Whoa.
Ooh, okay,
Why?
let's save that one for the conspiracies.
Oh my god.
You didn't like Django Unchained?
No
Why not?
comment.
All right.
No comment.
Listen, we're really gonna take this from a sweet pickle lover, okay?
Oh man.
Just kidding.
What was that?
What?
I'm
Just 'cause I didn't
saying-
like your
no,
nasty-
No. I'm just saying people who like sweet pickles, they have some horrible judgment.
You like kimchi pickles?
Yeah, because they taste just like dill pickles. They're just spicy.
No, they taste like ass.
No. They're good. Go buy them. They're at
Spicy
Costco.
ass is what
Spicy
they taste.
ass.
How do you know what
Hey, you
spicy
eat
ass
ass.
tastes like?
Don't act like you don't eat ass.
Spicy though. Put some hot sauce on that shit.
What is fall? What is fall?
Okay. Anybody have a fear of falling from heights?
Yes.
In this
Hell
room?
yeah.
Yes,
Of course.
100%.
Hell yeah.
Well, it's gonna
1000%.
double. It's gonna double when you watch this movie because that's why I didn't want to watch it originally, and that's why I waited so long to watch it. But eventually, I was like, "All right, grow up, Ariel. You got to watch this movie." I watched it, and my fears were confirmed. Yep, I am afraid of heights, right?
Great.
But basically, the entire movie is about these girls who want to climb a giant television antenna. That's real. It's 2,000 feet. It exists to this day. You can go and see it.
It's
And
how tall?
2,000 feet tall.
An antenna, 2,000 feet.
Yes.
Shit.
Super, super tall. Used to be one of the tallest things in
What's
the
this
United
antenna
States.
called?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
let me do
fact
some
check
research.
this.
It's called.
Oh, wait, it's 150 feet tall. I'm just kidding.
No. It's B67 TV tower
Where is it?
Where? Yeah.
in Walnut Grove, California.
Mm.
Yeah. They climb it all the way to the tippy top in the
Is a
movie.
fictional tower featured in the
Do they
2022
kiss?
No, not
movie?
feature. It's based off of a real antenna that's real and exists that you can go see.
Hold on one second.
Don't lie on me.
Hold on one second.
Google says it's fake.
No,
Hold,
it's
hold
real.
on, hold on one second. Hey, Britt, you're on the entertainment panel. Say what's up.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Because
Uh-oh.
I actually have a question.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Our first live call.
And who am I speaking with?
We got Lucas here. You got Ariel here. Joe's here. Tommy's here. Naked Greg's here. I'm here.
Oh. Do we have any Swifties in the house?
No.
Yeah.
No, damn.
Yeah,
Ariel, I
yeah.
can't-
Ariel's a Swiftie.
Yeah.
We're going through a tunnel right now. We might lose her.
Ariel's a Swiftie.
Is she also a Beyonce fan?
No.
She said no.
Uh-oh.
Because do you know how hard it is to be a Beyonce fan and a Taylor fan and awards during the awards season?
Oh my gosh. It's
Oh,
like
we're
you're
not
picking
doing
your
that.
favorite
It is
child.
stressful out here.
Oh,
Let me
God.
tell you.
I don't hate Beyonce, okay? We do stand her. She's not my favorite. And I'll put that out there. And I'm sorry.
I didn't even hear you.
It's okay. You're not hooked up to the system, but here, I just want to let you know I was potting. We're talking about
Okay.
being on TV
Okay,
and tennis.
well, I have to discuss music with you.
Yes.
Call D.
Joe
I
said
know.
call D.
But she's not a Beyonce fan either. You're just non-biased, so I think you'll understand where I'm coming from. I can't talk about it with like someone who's just a Swiftie fan or just a Beyonce fan.
yeah, I
You gotta
feel
be
that.
both or you gotta be neither. You
Yeah,
know?
I feel you. Alrighty,
All
well,
right.
I'll hit you.
Have fun.
All right, bye.
Bye.
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so
I'm both, but
It's based on a real antenna.
Sound like it's gonna be a long
Yeah.
conversation.
So in the one you named was fake.
I meant to
Only
say
in
it was
name.
the KXTV
Yeah.
cover radio.
Yeah,
tower.
really 2,000
But yeah.
feet.
2,000 feet. And in the movie, I think the story of them climbing it is fake.
It's based off a real
But-
story.
Was it actually?
Yeah, some guy named
Inspired
some
by
people
true
named
events.
Becky and Hunter or something like that.
Oh, okay, then yeah, it's based off of a real story. Anyway, premise of the movie is one of the girl's boyfriends falls from rock climbing and dies, and she goes into a spiral depression, and the friend's like, hey, we're going to get you out of this depression by climbing one of the tallest structures in the world, and you can dump his ashes off of it.
They're white, right?
Yeah, definitely
Okay.
white, right?
It was
Because
Come
because
on,
when you're
man.
watching this movie, they get up to the tower and it's already shaking on the floor. Why you would climb up all this tower? I said no, thank you. And they see like vultures eating animals right there by the tower, all this stuff. And I'm like, no way, I wouldn't even do it for all the money in the world. And you just watch them do it. And one of the main characters is like a YouTube vlogger, and she does dangy stunts like that all the time. And she is doing it for her YouTube channel. And you just get to experience that side of things. It's really, really good. And it has a really good twist at the end. Really good.
So her boyfriend dies from falling from a really, really, really tall thing.
Mm-hmm.
And her first inclination is like, let me go climb something.
In honor.
In
She
honor.
didn't want to, but her best friend basically was manipulating her into doing
Look
it.
at what white people do in honor.
Manipulating.
No, she
Manipulating.
manipulates her hardcore. And
Take
so she agrees to go
responsibility
do
for your
it.
own actions.
Yeah.
And it's a really good movie, and you should watch it all the way to the end.
Hey, how about
It's
we
very
just
good.
not climb shit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
stay off of things.
I'm not
Hey, get
saying
off
it
of
was
there.
a good decision. I wouldn't have even
You get
agreed to the
down.
thought of it. Okay.
Not like that.
Gravity is free.
Yeah. Yeah. So are
Jeez.
bad decisions, right? Like
Oh my God.
watch this movie. It'll make you on the edge of your seat the entire movie. It's really
Do you
good.
like movie? This is for everyone, I guess. Do you guys like movies that are anxiety inducing?
Yes,
No.
very much so.
No, I don't
I
like
love
feeling
them.
It
it.
makes
Hell
my heart
yeah.
go.
I am
love
an
that.
adrenaline junkie, bro. Throw me in the pit. Yes. I want
love those
that. I want
movies.
it up
Yeah.
and down.
It fucks me up.
See,
Yes.
I am not an adrenaline junkie whatsoever, but I love watching people in those situations.
It
Which
took
is
me-
why
It took me so long to like get into a movie to where it would like make me feel something again, man. It took me a long time, and recently, like within the past year, every time I'm getting down with like watching a movie, watching a show, and I get invested in it, that adrenaline just be spiking, man. And my anxiety through the roof. Feels good, makes me feel alive.
I told them a couple podcasts ago you should watch the movie Hush if you like movies like that. It's about a deaf girl, and this guy realizes she's deaf and plays with her and goes
Oh
around her
yeah,
outside of her
you
house.
brought that up last time.
Yep,
Yeah, we
you
gotta
need
Hush.
to watch that movie.
He
if you
plays
like
with her
that.
how?
Like,
No, I mean, okay, no. I'm being serious.
He just like fucks with her, like
he says,
Like,
that's
fucks with
my
her
kind
how?
of
Like,
television.
Is she deaf?
like moves her
Yeah,
shit.
she's deaf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
To be
But-
funny.
No,
Yeah,
no,
'cause-
no,
well,
no,
okay.
not.
I
not to be
mean-
I'm
funny.
gonna explain it. Okay, so her best friend basically runs to her house to try to get her attention. Hey, there's this guy trying to kill me, but she's cooking and she's deaf and she can't hear anything. And he kills her right on the window and realizes that she can't hear because she's not hearing the girl scream for help. So he starts walking around the house just looking at what she's doing and how she's doing it. At one point, he goes inside the house and steals her phone and starts taking pictures of her and sending it to her phone or to her laptop. And she sees it on the laptop and she's like, what the heck? And then she realizes there's someone outside and he like waves at her. And then it's about the entire movie of her trying to escape this guy who's trying to kill her. And he's basically making a joke out of it at first. He's like, you're going to die. You're going to die. It's just a matter of when. And the whole premise of the movie is trying to fight for your life when you don't have one sense, which is hearing, which what the directors do is really good is they take away your sound. You can only see in some parts of the movie. You can't
So
hear.
when it's her perspective, it's silent, you're saying.
Mhm.
Oh, that's fucked up.
That makes
yeah,
sense.
it's really, really, really good. One of the best movies I say would have come out in the last couple of years.
I would have thought my TV was broke.
I did it at first.
It kind of reminds me of what's that movie where those kids are like, I think it's a movie where kids are in some guy's house and they're trying to escape his house
Oh,
and he's
Oh.
blind.
it's the first movie that Dee and I ever saw
Well,
together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
our first date.
It's
And he's a former veteran.
Yeah. And he like, don't they like squirt him with
It's
sperm
like-
at the end
Don't
of the
say a
movie?
word. Is it
Don't-
don't speak or don't
What?
say a word?
don't.
Squirrel
Yeah.
with what?
It's don't something.
Sperm, sir.
Don't.
Is it don't speak?
breathe? Don't breathe.
Don't breathe.
There was there was a
Yeah.
sperm.
That was a good movie.
Whoa.
A weird.
Yeah,
moment.
Don't Breathe, 2016.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah.
It was a little bit weird.
88% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Why was that the only weapon available?
What do you mean why?
What's
Oh, they
Hush
made a
on?
second one. They made a second one.
He had a lot of
Hush?
it.
Or
No, Don't Breathe
Oh yeah,
2.
I've seen.
I
seen
mean,
Don't
too.
Breathe Again.
I think you gotta don't breathe again. You better not do that again.
Don't breathe anymore.
If you didn't have anything on you, you'd still
Stop
have
breathing.
that.
You can always shoot, bro.
Go web, go.
I'm trying to see what Hush has on Rotten Tomatoes right
I
now.
was specifically going to bring up 2 movies that are anxiety inducing that made me think of it. Have you guys seen Buried?
Yep.
Yep.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yep.
And the other one is 127 Hours.
Yep. I've
I've
seen
seen
that as
both of
well.
them.
Mm-hmm.
Those movies are both like,
And
my wife could not watch those movies.
If there's an
she
anxiety
will
inducing,
leave the
I've
room.
seen it.
You know what I can't watch
She can't handle that.
at all? There's one scary movie I can't watch. Oh, Insidious. Can't
Oh,
watch
I
it.
haven't seen that.
Can't watch them to save my fucking life.
No, same.
Insidious, that old creepy white lady. I cannot. No, can't.
There's
can't,
a
Nope.
can't do
Those
it.
are my type.
Oh my god, bro.
Those are my
can't
absolute
do it.
type.
there's
What's
a really good anxiety movie if you're looking for it. It's called Rooftop Culture, I think,
I have not seen that one.
but it's like real life, and it's guys who jump across buildings in Asia.
Like
Jump from-
parkour? and
Like,
stuff?
yeah,
Oh.
Oh.
I would watch that.
Oh, 91.
Dude,
Parkour.
it's
100%,
fucking
yeah.
sick.
Oh, I love that.
Like 60 stories in the air. They
I used to
jump
do
across
parkour.
fucking buildings.
Oh, it's a documentary, yeah.
I broke my
Like
collarbone
legit.
doing parkour
Legit, I used
Really?
to do parkour.
when I was like 14.
I feel like
15?
everybody's done parkour.
Not me.
No, not
I
me.
haven't.
Nah.
Not as a kid.
No.
Nope.
You didn't go
Mine-
jumping off shit when you was a
Number
kid?
one fear is
If
falling.
you didn't have a couple hours
playing video
at least when you were like 13, 14
Exactly.
years old.
Yeah,
was
that's,
playing
that's how
Madden.
old I was when I broke my collarbone.
I will say, I'm terrified of falling.
Parkouring around.
But I did
Yep.
jump off of a fire truck this year into a lake and got a large hematoma on my leg because I almost wrecked my leg doing it.
Jesus.
And
God
I'm
damn.
like, that's a reminder to stop doing dangerous stuff, okay? Like,
Speaking of all this height stuff, what's the biggest stuff y'all ever jumped off of or fell off of?
My bad.
fire truck.
That's it?
Fire truck full extend ladder. I jumped off of it because I paid all that money to go camp there, and so I was gonna do it.
What would you jump into? Did you jump in the water?
It's like a man-made lake. It's in the middle of West Virginia. I went for the 4th of July this year. I met up with my ex. We hung out for a little bit. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we jumped off some dangy stuff. There was a giant slide down a hill that we slid off into the lake in, and it was
How
really
tall was
fun.
it?
I don't know. I was drunk. I said, "Who cares?" I said, "Just do
I
it."
think I've hopped fences before, and I've jumped off the roof of my house.
Jumped off of a 45-foot
I don't
into
know
a
what that
quarry.
was. That sounded like a
Wow.
stereotype.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
quarry?
It was over in Lansing, Michigan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
what are you doing over there?
Jumping in quarries. Come on, follow along.
Yeah, that's my neck of the woods.
I used to climb trees out in Michigan. I used to for a living. I was an arborist.
Oh, okay.
So,
I
yeah.
was like, wait, what? For
Yeah,
a living?
Yeah, for a living. Yeah.
Hey, I bet I can climb this tree.
Oh man. So, yeah, I jumped off 45 feet off the quarry, and then another one was I climbed 80 feet was the highest I climbed in a tree, working on transmission lines.
Oh my god.
You know the big, huge towers that they have. Yeah, we had trimmed trees around there, so I got to climb up 80 feet just raw on that boy, and you got to tie yourself off and everything. So like, yeah, you got
Oh,
to trust
no.
yourself, man.
Fuck
That was the most
Nope.
intense experience because I got to after I did my job up top, man. You go upside down and you Spider-Man all the way down. Man,
can tell
and you
you-
got to catch yourself, of course, before you hit the
Oh,
ground.
my-
But
no, thank you.
Ooh,
Okay,
you got a lot of
Tarzan.
adrenaline.
Okay,
Nah,
Tarzan.
I'm afraid of heights.
It's crazy.
I used to clean windows, like building windows. The highest one I've done. Hold on, let me see how high. Because we had to like come off the edge of it, like literally, like,
Like
get
rappel off?
off the building to
Nah.
clean the
You guys
windows.
had like the
to-
rope.
Yeah, and then in order to get to the what do you call that thing?
Scaffold.
Yeah, you had to reach a certain level to get to it because it didn't go that high.
Right.
Of course.
So you had to go from like the rooftop edge to
Yes.
like
Yeah.
6 feet or something.
No, thank
That's
you.
insane.
No,
This
Dude,
thank
was,
you.
safety.
this was like 2 years ago,
Ugh.
and it was a
What'd they pay
it was a side job.
Not
I got
enough.
$1,000 that day. It was a side
for
job though.
$1,000, man. I'll fucking
Legit.
rip
How high
out
was
off a
it?
roof.
Let me look.
Yeah.
Was it Chicago?
In Springfield.
How high?
I
Can,
will say,
how
did you
tall
guys
can a
ever
building
watch
be in
the ski
Springfield?
movie where like the guys got stuck on the ski lift and they're trying to
Mm.
find a way down? in the
Oh
middle of the night?
yes,
That's a really old one, but that one too.
with the wolves.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
the wolves. The wolves.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
that
was a good
movie.
one.
Oh
Corny as
man,
hell.
that
Oh,
movie made
yeah.
my skin crawl too.
Yeah,
Ugh.
that's what that just reminded
Yeah,
me of.
that's just like those other movies too.
Yep.
While you looked it up, Tommy, what games are on Netflix?
Okay. So did you guys notice that when you go on your TV now, they have like this mobile option. You can go through the mobile games and you can play them on your TV.
On the TV, I know you could do it on your phone.
I know you can do
there's
Grand
on
Theft
the
Auto
phone,
on your
and
phone.
then there's on TV too. They
Oh.
have TV games, computer games on the computer if you're watching Netflix on the computer, and then they have iPhone games. So now when you go on Netflix and let's say you like Too Hot to Handle, right? They have a mobile
saw
game that's like Episode that you can download and play for free and design your character and put her in to Too Hot to Handle, and you can create like your boyfriends and your girlfriends and throw them in, and it makes your boyfriend cheat on you and do all this stuff. It's so messy, and it like gives Episode vibes, but it's free and it's through Netflix. And I would encourage you to go try it, but it's a little messy. So like maybe
They
don't
got
put
it for-
yourself in there.
They got it for Squid Games too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Squid
Before
Games.
Squid
Oh,
Games
wow.
came out, I
All
played it.
kinds
It's
of
352 feet.
352 feet.
Wow.
God,
Jesus.
It's
damn.
35 stories.
Nice.
I was trying to open it for you guys, but like this is basically what the mobile app looks
looks
like.
like a
So you
water
guys
tower.
can
I've seen that.
see.
I've seen that.
Oh,
My
okay,
phone's
okay.
dark.
So how do you play it on a TV? Is it compatible with a controller?
I didn't try to play it on my TV. I just
Roku
saw it
remote.
as an option. I'm probably the Roku remote, yeah, because I have
What
Roku.
if I don't have a Roku?
On your phone. Nobody
What?
uses the remote anymore. You got to use
Yeah.
the
Come
remote.
on,
So I got to download Roku on my phone?
Right.
Yes.
And then the computer ones are a little bit weird. I tried the computer like this like weird room, like escape room one, and I was like, this is giving, you know, that movie that came out where it was like choose the red door or the blue door, and you went through the scenarios in the movie where it opened up.
Bandersnatch?
Yes. It gave Bandersnatch vibes, and I was like, well, I don't like this, and I got off of it because
That's Black Mirror. I love Black Mirror.
yeah. So Bandersnatch was a really good movie if you guys didn't see that. Or Activity, I
I
should
spent
say.
hours
You guys ever heard
going through and watching every
didn't understand.
scenario of Bandersnatch.
I thought it was like doing flashbacks. I didn't understand that I was making choices the entire time the first time I watched
What
it.
do you think you were
I
selecting?
sat
Oh, because
there
if you
for
don't
an
touch
hour,
anything, it auto
chooses the
selects.
right one. And so I sat there for an hour, and then all of a sudden it went back to the first option, and I was like, "Wait, are we flashing back? What's happening here?" I was like,
This is a great one for Greg because I know you don't watch TVs and movies.
All right.
Bandersnatch on Netflix.
"You have to,
For
yeah."
real?
It's cool. It's a choose your own adventure.
But
It's pretty fun.
but you have to choose. Okay, if you don't choose, you'll sit
Or
there
you
for
could
an
just-
hour.
Or like Ariel, you can watch them just be like this for 10 minutes straight till it auto selects.
No, and then I
is
was
this a
so, well, because
screensaver?
you know how it's like, you know how like in Dora where it's like, do you see the red button? do that. But I feel like,
And you're just
I
like-
was
and
like,
you were
nigga.
like, I'm in.
Move
I was
on,
like-
Dora.
where?
I feel like
Pick a Dora.
I feel like you was one of those kids that got mad watching Dora.
I did not like Dora at all.
Dora was so good. Don't be a
Never
Dora
seen it.
hater.
Dora.
Yelling at the TV.
Dora.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's right there.
Stupid fucking boots.
Swiping, no swiping.
Stupid fucking
Do
monkey.
you see Swiper?
Swiper, no swiping.
I didn't like it because I felt like Boots was a black kid and I felt like they did him wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, I can.
You know
I
what?
can-
I
See,
felt
put
that too.
stereotype on it.
No,
Why?
but if you
Why?
think about, if you really
If you
think about
really
it,
think
if
about
you
it.
really think about it,
Really think.
I think Boots was black.
Boots was like the animal version of Little Bill.
I
don't
literally
know.
just
I have no idea what you're
listen,
talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. I was literally about to say that in my
Who's
head.
Little Bill?
Little
You
Bill.
what?
With the
You
red
never seen
boots,
Little
right?
Bill?
With the red boots.
He's
right?
joking.
Remember
All
the
right. I've
I
never
know what you're talking
seen
about.
Dora
I've
before
never
in
seen
my
Dora either.
life.
Y'all joking, right?
I'm
I've never
not
seen it.
joking.
You've
No.
never seen Dora the
I
I've
love
never
Explorer?
seen a
Dora.
single minute
But
of
are
it.
you saying he's black because he's a monkey?
No. He just
I'm trying to pick up because it's not
I
like,
didn't say it.
they just gave him like really black vibes. Like a black kid plays him.
We're trying to break stereotypes.
But he is
Well,
a
then
monkey.
have a little Chinese kid play the monkey then.
That's a
The
real
main
stereotype
character
right
is
there.
Mexican.
Right. Look at we can't even be like people. You
Okay,
know?
okay, then what's the grumpy old troll? Okay, let's get.
don't
no.
even.
I feel like you were saying something earlier and it left. Did you guys see?
Oh, what was this? It was we were talking about the video games.
Mm-hmm.
You guys ever seen this TV video game, Jackbox?
Yeah.
Jackbox TV?
Yeah.
I play it.
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
I
play
When I
it.
was a kid, I played it.
Jackbox
Dude,
is
They got
great.
new ones out
You don't
now.
know Jack. I used to play
They
that
have, like-
all the time when I was younger.
I played that for the first time at like Thanksgiving with a bunch of friends.
Mhm.
Yeah, they put it up on TV and everybody got their own little answers and stuff. Oh man, that was
Yeah, it's
He
fun.
discovered
you-
Quiplash for the first time.
You know, Roku has games now too.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to like.
They got Jeopardy.
Ooh.
They got the
I love
song
Jeopardy.
quiz, so you can battle people like across the world.
I want
it's
to
pretty
do
dope.
Jeopardy.
Did you guys see that they're coming out with another season of Black Mirror? They
Yeah?
finally
Yeah.
Yeah.
finally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great show.
Man, it's.
Mhm.
I remember that.
They
when I
go-
seen
Well,
that one.
the
They
last-
go like 3 years in between seasons, like every time.
Yeah.
Or more, 3 or 4.
And I think they're doing another American Horror Story too.
But what sucks is when they do a season of Black Mirror, it's like 4 episodes or 5
Yeah.
episodes.
Yeah.
6, I thought it was,
Or maybe 6.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
it's
like
the
that you can watch them in any order, right?
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
You
they're
know,
all-
like how when the new season comes out, it puts you on the most recent season. I thought that was weird at first, but I like that you can watch it out of order. Like you don't have to
Mhm.
watch it.
So
in order.
this season they are finally doing a sequel episode. So do you remember USS Callister, the one where they're like Star Trek looking
Yeah.
episode?
I didn't watch that one.
You didn't watch that?
No,
It's
okay.
like one of the best episodes.
Okay,
Yeah.
They're
really
making a
like-
sequel to that. So that will be the only time that an episode has directly related to another one. Now there was also the museum episode where there were like Easter eggs from all the
Relics.
other ones,
Mhm.
but you didn't need to see them. To,
I watched.
didn't
I think
affect
that's
the
from the
story.
season where Nosedive came out, and I watched the Nosedive episode, and I was like, I was unimpressed with Nosedive.
Was that the most recent season with like the Loch Henry was one of the episodes, and
I don't know. That was
the
the
space
first
one with Aaron Paul?
I think so, because it was the
that
first.
was like 2 years ago, maybe.
It was the first episode of that season, and I was like, no, thank you, because I don't know why. Like the social media aspect of it really got to me, and I was just kind of like, I need to not watch this right now. I eventually finished that episode, but then I was like, I paused. I still have to finish that season, but I did like the Miley Cyrus one.
Oh yeah,
Greg,
That one
are we
was
good on all
really
the
good.
cameras? Okay,
It
cool.
was like Ashley O or something
Ashley.
like that.
Yeah, Mhm.
That was a really good episode. And my favorite episode is the one where you have to work out in order to like make money. You know what I'm talking about? That
Yep,
was my
yep.
favorite episode of that.
that
Black
was a
Mirror
good one.
series.
I love the White Christmas one with John Hamm.
That was a good one too.
I love Black Mirror.
Black
But I
Mirror's
also
so
used
good.
to watch Twilight Zone all the time, like when I was a kid. My dad was a big fan of Twilight Zone,
Man,
so I used to
Twilight
watch it
Zone.
with him.
See you later,
So,
naked
like,
Greg.
See you, Naked Greg.
Bye.
Adios,
See, get
Nicky
out of-
Muchacho. Man,
That's okay.
that's crazy.
I'll adjust it because I actually gotta get up.
Oh no, you might be cutting someone out.
Be careful, it's
Um,
cold out there and you're naked.
But yeah, I used to watch Twilight Zone a lot. So when I found Black Mirror, because it started off as a UK show, and then Netflix bought it and brought it to the US.
Right.
But when I found out of that show, I'm like, this is amazing. And then CBS brought back Twilight Zone, but it
Mhm.
wasn't as good.
Right. That makes sense though for season 1 why it was like a European show, because the first episode of
The pig fucking one?
yes, that
Yeah.
one was whack. I was
Mhm.
like, is this what this show's about?
Yeah, the first 2 seasons I think were BBC shows, or maybe not BBC, but were definitely British shows.
Uh-huh.
And then the US Netflix bought it, I think, for seasons 3 and 4, and then I think 5 is about to come out or something.
Yeah.
And you can tell because season 3 and 4 is a lot more American actors. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
you could tell they kind of went away from. Now they still do some British episodes, like the Loch Henry episode of last season. That was all British cast, but for the most part, they bring in a lot of American directors and actors and things like that.
Mm.
But
Can we bring the 90s show reboot up?
In a second.
yeah, just to finish up with the TV and movies and everything, I finally saw Wicked, and I know we've talked about Wicked in so many different episodes, so
Yeah.
we don't have to really go into it too much.
Just tell us if you liked it or not.
I did like it overall. I don't understand the people who said like it was one of the greatest movies they've ever seen.
Yeah.
I thought it was good, but not amazing. But also like it's part 1, so we only got half a story. So how could people be like so blown away by it when it's not a complete story
It's
yet?
literally the
a good
setup.
start.
It's literally the setup of the movie. The movie hasn't happened yet, is how I
It's
feel.
a very good start. It
It's-
was great acting. Set pieces were cool. Jeff Goldblum in it I thought was really funny. Like I did not know he was in that movie. And when he
Really?
popped up, I'm like, what the fuck is Jeff Goldblum
I didn't
doing
know
here?
he was in that thing either.
And he plays himself,
Yeah.
which was strange. Like he wasn't even playing. If you've seen The Wizard of Oz, which I'm sure you have,
Mhm.
the wizard is like, this old guy who talks a certain way, and then Jeff Goldblum's like, oh yes, of course. Oh, he's just like his big flamboyant, like funny.
Yeah.
It's like, this is not the wizard, but it was funny. It was good. I liked it, but
So it's 3 hours long and it's only half a story.
Yeah, not even
part one,
Yeah,
which is crazy
I'm
because
not
the
interested.
Yeah, I'm
the
good.
play,
good, bro.
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm so good.
the play is I think only around 3 hours. So they took the play and they just doubled it.
yeah.
no.
3-hour play and it took 3 years to film both parts of it,
Nope,
right?
I'm good.
Yeah.
So it's already filmed?
Yeah, it's already filmed and
good.
done.
Yeah.
It's already filmed
You
and
said
done.
it comes out this winter, right?
I don't remember what I said.
Okay.
I had more knowledge last time. I'm just not interested. I'm probably not going to watch it. I'm going to be so for real with you. Like, I'm so upset about the first version. I'm like, no. With all the drama happening, it just like,
So people
honestly, it's a flop to me.
so people were crying for nothing.
Yeah.
Because-
Okay. That's the other thing too. People were like, I was in tears.
In full fledged, I've seen it on TikTok. Like, in
What, for
this
Wicked?
is me
Yeah.
before
For Wicked.
fucking
Yeah.
Wicked, and then after Wicked, you just see him like bawling their eyes. I'm like, damn, is it really that fucking good?
It's like when you have Harry Potter fans, there's like Potterheads that are like, I'm going to be at every convention. I need every Harry Potter item, right? There's people who like Wicked like that. They're like so obsessed with the musical Wicked that they've gone to like every showing of it. They own so many things. And then when the movie comes out, they're like, finally, something that I love has come out.
See,
They
I
need
thought
the
people were
whiz.
crying because there was something super emotional in the movie. So the whole time I'm watching the movie, I'm sitting next to my wife and I'm like, oh, I think this is going to happen and that's why people are crying. And I think this person's going to die and that's why everyone's crying. And the movie ended. I'm like, what the
Waiting.
fuck people crying at?
Waiting for a moment that never
No-
came.
there was no crying yet.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's how I felt about fucking Squid Games.
What, that first episode? Or no? No, that was
No.
something else we were talking about.
Mm-mm.
Squid Game.
So we do want to acknowledge that since I understand it's an entertainment show, but we also talk about things that happen in the world. Unfortunately, there was a really, really bad plane crash. A helicopter crashed into a military
Mhm.
helicopter crashed into an American Airlines flight,
Mhm.
which was just really off-putting. Like I mean not off-putting, but it was just really like it just didn't seem like when a national tragedy happens. Because I was around for 9/11,
Mm-hmm.
everything seems to stop, and this didn't seem like everything stopped. It just continued rolling,
Saw
and it
the
was like,
world.
oh, plane crash, whatever, move on. And I just thought it was kind of like, no,
I
it's-
think time of day also mattered too because it happened at like 10 p.m. last night or something, or 9 p.m.
yeah,
So I think that also like made it to where like by the time everyone woke up and heard the news, it already like kind of, not that the moment passed obviously, but I'm saying like we weren't all watching it live unfolding.
and this was just like a regular flight, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, this is a regular commercial flight. It's the
Yeah.
first commercial airplane accident we've had in the U.S. since 2009.
Wow.
Guys, I didn't want to talk about this because I'm getting on an airplane next week. So I was like,
Well, I mean,
dang.
generally when things like that happen, it's just human error.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, planes fall out of the sky,
But
because they don't,
are we going to get into conspiracy a little bit here? Because
bro.
Bruh.
Like-
I had so many thoughts.
It doesn't make sense.
I mean, it does when you think about the fact that a lot of people in the aviation world were fired or left or quit.
yeah.
So there, and then also we have no leader of the FAA right now, or well, we do
Right.
now, but we didn't at the time. He bounced, so it makes sense how there can be miscommunications when there aren't channels to communicate, when there aren't people in those channels to communicate. It makes sense, but also,
is it a cover story?
I mean, that helicopter wasn't supposed to be there.
we don't know what happened yet. We don't know exactly why it happened.
We don't know why that helicopter was in the way.
The FAA, like being purged and losing all their top people and safety people and all this stuff, that could have contributed. We don't know yet because we don't know what happened.
Right.
But that seems like that seems like it could definitely be a contributing factor, but we
Right.
just don't know yet. But yeah, 67 people died. They did recover, I think, quite a bit of people out of the river because it happened just above the landing strip. Like luckily it happened as low as it did to get as many survivors as we had because it was only, I don't know. Do we know how many feet off the ground it happened? I mean, only.
I don't think there were any survivors.
I'm pretty sure there were.
I think there was, yeah.
I'm almost.
I don't think there
for sure.
was.
Really?
I don't think there was any.
I thought last night when
Can
I
you
was
check that,
checking the
homie?
news, I thought that they were pulling.
I know
people
last
out.
night they said, because like at one point they said that it's
67 is not a lot for a commercial plane.
that's what I was thinking too. But they said that it's not like they changed it from a search and recovery to, or they changed it from like a rescue to, you know,
The recovery.
Yeah, search and recovery.
Oh, you're right.
Says-
It says no survivors.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
So
Oh,
it was just a
because
very small
It just said they
flight.
pulled 28 bodies from the river.
yeah, and they couldn't find the rest.
Okay. What I was reading last night, it said that they had pulled out like 14 people, and it made it sound like
Oh, no.
I
14
see,
people alive.
yeah.
So they meant 14 bodies.
it's
or
extremely
maybe they died
unfortunate.
after.
You know, hopefully there's things that are learned from it, and you know, like for instance, when that plane went down in 2001 into a residential area, we found out that it was because pilots were they were taught wrong on how to react to certain turbulence. One, they don't fly that plane anymore for passengers. That the A300 is only used for not transit, but like FedEx and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't fly that plane for passengers anymore. And two, American Airlines, I believe who it was, corrected that misjudgment, and not misjudgment, but that incorrect procedure to, you know, but anyway, it just won't happen again. Like it's not something that they're taught. So it's not something that they would do. But
I will say it's really interesting though that Donald Trump's throwing blame around. Like I know it's not his fault, but like at what point do you say this is like a problem that we need to fix? Like we take responsibility. Like this should have been solved before instead
that's something the government just doesn't do.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like they should, because
They should.
it's like a lot of throwing of blame, and it's
Mhm.
just I'm like so sick of the blame throwing and the accusations and if we get rid of this, then this problem will be solved. And
Yeah.
it's like, at what point do you realize that it's just a fucked up system, right?
It is, and unfortunately, you know, there isn't a one solution fixes all. You know, it's just, you know, our hearts go out to those who were affected by it. Obviously, you know, it just sucks, and you know, it just for the millennials out there, man, we've seen some crazy stuff with these planes, man. But you know, it hopefully it's a situation that just doesn't happen again.
Right.
It just wasn't. I understand what you're saying though. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't big.
Yeah.
Like, there's really nobody talking about
No, it was just weird to me how no one was talking about it. And I was like, even my mind went to, okay, is this the guy in the Tesla outside of Trump Tower type thing? Is it one of those?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it just, you know, wrong place, wrong time?
Well, I also feel like every movie you ever see, like when there's someone on a flight that they're not supposed to, some type of military like flight thing is involved, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just wondering, was this an intervention to
I was
prevent
thinking
something
that
from
too.
happening?
Was it
Because
somebody
why
on a
was it a
plane?
military helicopter? Like, if it had just been a regular helicopter, I wouldn't have even thought twice. Oh yeah, freak accident.
It was DC.
Yeah, but
And I don't know if this is true because I just saw it last night on Twitter, and it could be totally wrong. But I saw somebody say that the military helicopter went dark, like they had all their communication systems off.
Yeah, they
And
were
that was
they were
why
not
the-
able to communicate with that unit.
And that was why, they couldn't get a hold of them, and possibly why the pilot of the plane didn't see them is because they weren't showing up in their systems.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was true or not, but that's really weird and suspicious, unless it was they were trying to. But why would you do a covert mission
But then-
flying?
I
on
think
a
it was.
DC
I think they said it was
exactly
some type of
with-
training
with
going
nothing.
on.
But then what about air traffic control? Like,
Yeah, air traffic control could not reach them.
Like they
That's just-
contacted the plane, but they weren't able to contact the helicopter. I
Right,
guess
right.
because they
That
So-
went
makes
dark.
no sense though.
yeah, that doesn't
so
make any
who was
sense.
on that plane that wasn't supposed to be on that plane, or who was on that helicopter that wasn't supposed to be on that helicopter? That's the question we need to be asking. Not why did this happen, but who is the reason this happened? Because if they went dark, or if there was a reason that helicopter went off, I just don't believe in freak accidents. There's always a reason for everything that happens.
I tell you what, TikTok is still a thing right now, so I'm pretty sure TikTok's gonna figure it out.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
They figure out every fucking thing.
Everything.
Oh my
Speaking of,
gosh.
you know how upset I was about the TikTok shutdown? Now I'm kind of like, on TikTok.
Eh.
like I don't know, my time
Go without it for
kinda,
4 hours and you're good.
Don't worry, you got like 65 days left, and we'll
I
be
know
having the
TikTok.
same conversation.
I was trying to like. I was so excited to have it back, and now that it's back, I'm just like, why am I so obsessed over this app?
Yeah.
Like, it
Back
doesn't
still
really
had us
matter.
back for 2 more months, and then it'll go away again. So
Right,
I still had
exactly.
it.
It's just a ploy. I have it too, but it's
My-
just a ploy.
I was in my VPN was in Canada.
Crazy. What you get? Well, you get some.
Wild.
So it was literally
kilometers when you drive.
It was literally nobody on TikTok. Like literally, it was just blank.
Yeah, they talked shit about us while we were gone.
It was just literally 100% they did. Like
said-
when you scroll, you just watch. You can literally just see Canadians just talking shit. Like, oh, finally the Americans are fucking gone. I'm like, damn. Like,
They said it's
That's
like
hilarious.
when
fuck.
it's like when the loud kid gets kicked out of class.
Yeah.
Everything's silent.
But we all went to the Chinese app though. We went to Red Note. I'm not gonna lie to you.
A lot of people. I was at Walmart and this lady in line was like, "Do you do that TikTok stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah, I have TikTok." And she was like, "Okay, well, I'm about to change your life. Go to Red Note. It's so good. It's my new favorite thing." I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah."
Did she change your
I
mind?
was like, "Girl, yeah, I
Did
know."
your life change?
I was.
I was
listen,
like, I had it. I wasn't impressed. She's like, well, obviously you're not looking at the right stuff. And I was like, why are you so angry? I was like,
Where was this?
relax.
For that
At Walmart
12
in Portage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes all
for
the
that
sense in the world
12
now.
hours, I tell you, like, there was just we all were on there on Red Note. The whole TikTok was on Red Note. So you seen us like I was trying to learn Chinese. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Mandarin.
I thought we was gonna be stuck over there.
Oh,
That's nuts.
That's so funny.
So close, but so far away.
I was just gonna say, speaking of TikTok, can I talk on the Blake Lively situation?
Yeah,
some
because
more
I'm
really
gonna
fast?
skip the other stuff that's above it.
Okay. Blake Lively, we talked a little bit about it last week, but did we say we were going to save majority for this week? Is that what it was
Yeah, no,
about?
I just want to give me a quick update because I don't want to stay here.
Okay, so basically some voice memos have been released. Obviously, they set the date. It's going to be in 2026. The actual trial is going to take place. I'm not going to be surprised if they film it, right? Because this is like a big drama.
Yeah.
And Justin Baldoni has dropped voice notes. You know how Blake Lively is saying, oh, he did that, he did this, I was just defending myself. Well, he comes forward, everything that she's accusing him of, he comes out with a recording or a message counteracting everything that she's accusing him of. He's like, really? Because I sent you a text message because you texted me. She's like, oh, I texted him saying how unprofessional it was and blah, blah, blah. He's like, and you sent that to me and I had no idea what you were talking about. He's like, but I said, I'm sorry for making you feel that way. Like just recently he released this whole 4-minute text note that he sent that he was like, I appreciate your creative juices that you're trying to put into this film. And he's had some weird messaging going on. But the summary of it was, I really want your take on this film. I just don't want to change the film entirely because this is my movie. I want to work together so we can build a better film, but we're not just going to go with your take. I'm the director.
Isn't he acting in the movie too?
Yeah, and he's the one that funded the entire movie. He funded it. He directed it. He's the reason that it's a thing. And the author of the book said she would let him buy the rights if he would cast Blake Lively as the main character. He was like, sure, let's do it. She's great in everything I've seen her in. Let's make it work. And she is making it difficult the entire time. Even so, he released a statement about how she sent her version of the script over without being asked to edit it. And she was like, this is what I think that the script should look like. And he said, I really appreciate you for caring this much about the film, but I want to try and stick to the book as much as possible. But let's work together and build the script together. I want to work with you on this. Let's make this happen. And so when he said, I want to work together on a new copy, she took it as, you don't want my opinion at all. You're just blowing me over like everyone has blown me over before. I want to make this serious step in Hollywood, and this is how I want to do it. So she pulled big name people into the room that threatened to help, that were helping fund this movie. They were threatening to pull if he didn't work with her in the way she wanted to be worked with. And she kept bringing people in to over jump him and underdo him, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Only thing it is, it's literally going to ruin her.
Yeah.
She's going to get blackballed.
But here's the thing
she's gonna be just like old girl, just like Johnny
Amber
Depp's.
Heard.
Yeah, Amber Heard.
But here's the thing though. I think that Justin, the way he was talking in some of these recordings, I could see where she was like, oh, he's weird. Like he was talking to me weird, coming at me weird, saying weird stuff. But I think he's just like this hippie old man this hippie man that just talks like that. And I can see where the misconception is, but I'm also like, I hate when a woman's story is diminished for trying to come forward about something that made her uncomfortable because she's overdoing it.
True, just let it be real.
Right.
Yeah.
And I am sad that it's becoming this big blowout thing. And I'm sad that the movie got ruined because of it, because it's such a good book. And I am
Is the movie out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Colleen Hoover, I'm a hater. I'm a hater of her because, and even though I love reading, she is just a bad person. Her son assaulted a girl and she tried to pay her off right after she released a domestic abuse book about domestic abuse in relationships and from parents and childhood trauma. And then she tried to pay off the girl her son abused. And then she's like, if you were a mom, you'd do it too. That was her comeback. And then this movie got bought and everyone was like, you know what, though? We really love the book. We're going to support the movie because Justin's in on it. And when the tours came out, Justin did a separate tour than everyone else. Blake Lively, Colleen Hoover, they all did their tour and they made it a joke. Like, people asked, what do you want people to take from this film, Blake Lively? And she's like, what do you mean, my home address? And da-da-da-da. And she made a giant joke out of it. Whereas Blake toured by him, or not Blake, Justin toured by himself. And he kept saying, this is a very serious conversation. I hope people take the signs that they need to take from this. And he was the only one in the entire movie franchise that talked about the domestic abuse. Everyone else made a joke out of it and everyone turned against him because of Blake Lively. And I think that he has a good shot at getting all the money that he wants. Not to mention Ryan Reynolds, the character Nice Pool is based off of Justin.
Yeah, I saw that.
So it's going to be interesting to see if he has a case against him as well and where that goes. Yeah. I'm excited to follow it, but mostly because I think that Justin's an amazing guy and an amazing actor. So it just sucks because I was a Blake Lively stan before this, and now I'm like, I'm upset about this.
Yeah,
but
she's gonna get blackballed.
Yeah, hardcore.
Blake who?
Well,
Yeah,
no,
right?
and then they looked into her previous films. She's not friends with anyone she's been in a movie with before, and people are just now starting to realize this. If you look at Gossip Girl, she's not friends with any of the cast from that show.
She is in Gossip Girl.
Yeah, she's not friends with anyone from that show anymore.
How?
She was in. How? Because apparently she's been hard to work with, but they've kept on the DL because she knows people.
She's a
yeah.
It is all about who you know.
Justin was dating someone when he met Blake Lively, and he dumped her and got with Blake Lively, and then they got married and had kids. No one talks about that enough.
You mean Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah. Sorry. Who did I say?
Justin.
Oh yeah. You
I
knew
got
what I
so
meant.
confused.
Sorry. Before she got with Ryan Reynolds.
But damn,
he was
Ryan
dating
Reynolds
someone.
is. They're fucking opposites.
Yeah.
That's the fucking case because that dude's fucking amazing. Like,
Yeah.
every
Well, at
fucking
least
movie.
It seems he might have an asshole
Well,
side.
I will
but-
say he plays the same character in every movie he does.
Yeah.
Like, he plays an asshole man. and she plays an asshole girl. I mean, just look at Simple Favors.
Yeah, 'cause
She played herself.
He was an asshole in If. That's a kid movie.
So just keep that in mind. Not everything that you see when people are on the red carpets. There's this girl on TikTok. She's deaf and she can read people talking from videos and stuff. And she basically reads some of the conversations Blake Lively and Ryan has. And she's like, babe, go on the other side. This is my good side. Babe, like, move out of the way. And like,
That's
she like,
typical.
yeah. And
I
so,
get the same conversations with my wife.
right. But then like, she'll like be like saying something snappy. She's like, not right now. I'm not in the mood and things like that. And so there's just TikTok's diverging into that. And I'm excited for the
She better
documentary.
stop. That man can pull whoever he wants.
Right,
Might be able to.
we'll see. He's on her side. He's like gonna go down with her if he has to. So
Yeah.
don't want
better
to
not.
bring it up even
Oh.
more, but
I better not see.
We're gonna get into the food part of our show,
Oh
where we
my
try some
gosh.
stuff. We talk about some stuff. Did you bring some stuff?
I brought something for
Ooh.
everyone to
All
share.
right, all right.
I hope nobody's allergic to nuts.
No.
Not these nuts.
Not these nuts. All right, we got some masapan. Masapan. This was a childhood sweet of mine. This was something we used to go down to the corner store. You know, you got your little quarter, you can get your bag of chips. That's some masapan, little juice barrel.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
the juice barrels.
Yeah,
What's
these
the
are
country of origin?
Mexico.
Mexico.
Okay. I
Yeah.
just want him to say it.
Yeah.
He already told me earlier. I just wanted him to tell the audience.
Yeah, well, I'm Mexican. I'm half Mexican, so you know I grew up with a lot of that in my home.
See way.
So yeah, see way.
See way.
So yeah, if you want to try one,
Yeah, sure.
be
I
careful.
love these. I've actually had these before. My family
They are
always get
messy.
these when we go down to Mexico, and we bring back tons of
Do
them.
we have
It's
enough
like,
for the class?
Yes.
It's like
Okay.
2 for $1
It
in
should
Mexico.
be one for everybody.
How'd you
Thank
know?
you.
What's that?
How'd you know there'd be just this perfect amount of people here?
Oh, we got lucky. Okay, it was
He's got 40 more in his car.
It was three for $1. So
3 for $1.
What's the flavor?
peanut.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's all it is. It's just
Like
there's no
peanut
flavor.
butter.
It's
It
That's
just,
why I
doesn't
asked
contain
it's just
nuts.
peanut.
It is nuts.
It is. It's like peanut powder,
So good.
little
like
peanut crumbs in it.
Smell like a Reese's.
Be careful, it's messy.
Oh, I
Oh, it
love
tastes.
Reese's.
Yeah, you like Reese's?
Oh, it
Tastes
it
like-
smells like a Chico stick.
It tastes like the inside of a Reese's.
Yeah, it's
Really?
like yeah.
It's very
Check
good.
that out.
Because you're so thick.
Oh shit, it does.
There you go.
It's very
What
messy.
song was that? That was D4. Was that D4?
That was D4L.
Yeah.
I wanna na.
Because you're so thick.
Damn, it does taste like the
that
middle
Chico
of fucking
stick.
Reese's. And this is good.
Yeah, this is fire.
This is soft.
I want to know how many
Thought it was gonna be
calories
hard
this
for some
is.
reason.
So many.
It doesn't
like
even
this.
say on the packaging.
The masapan.
I like this.
It's like a. It's
Where do I
like
get this? Where
it's
do I
like
buy
you
more?
took
Any
peanut butter and
Mexican
jelly
store.
and you grinded it together.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta get it at the supermarket.
Oh, and you eat it with crackers?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Speaking of which, I tried the peanut butter and jelly M&Ms. That's weird.
Okay.
Like it's weird.
Sounds weird.
Yeah, I might bring it next podcast. We can try it. It's pretty. It's good, but it's weird.
These are
Yeah,
good.
so what y'all think? Y'all like
Mazapan.
Very good.
I like it a
Bueno.
lot.
it? Bueno, sí, muy bien. Mazapan.
There's a little Mexican market at the end of my neighborhood, and I gotta see if he's got these.
Bueno, cabrón.
I guarantee you.
It's
the,
a nice
the
little
little
snack.
market is what it's called. I love the little market in Crown Point.
The little
If you live in
market.
Crown Point, go to the little market.
Where's it at?
It is on 109th and Broadway.
Well, let me tell you about what I did
Mr.
at the
Garcia?
fucking little market.
Is a great person.
I'm pretty sure
You
the
been to
place
Little
is great.
Market?
I've been to Little Market and I walked in.
Don't you disparage Mr. Garcia.
I'm not disparaging Mr. Garcia. I just didn't see food and I didn't see where they made it. But that's how you know the food's fire. So
He makes it in the back.
I know I didn't see anything in front. Like I walked in, looked around, and like I walked out, and I was like, "Where's the food in here?"
Well, he's got some refrigerators with like
Yeah.
the elotes in them. His elotes
I saw the
are
elotes
awesome.
and I saw the
He's got
I saw
elote
the
dip. His
tamales.
Little
quesos. His quesos are great. People love his tamales. I don't
Over
like tamales.
here?
It's in Crown Point.
Were you about to say you don't like tamales?
I don't like
What?
them.
Why don't you
I
like
don't like
tamales?
them. But people love his tamales.
You
What
know
kind of
you're supposed-
tamales have you had?
You know you're supposed to take the wrapper off, right? I'm just
Yeah, right.
That you're not supposed to eat the husk?
Yeah, I
No,
don't.
I don't remember where I've had some, but I haven't liked them when I've had
Yeah,
I
them.
don't know.
He hasn't had them right. Where do you get your tamales?
My tamales? I mean, either mom makes them or I get them at the supermarket over by me, La Gaviota.
Where's
Yeah,
that?
it's over in Cedar Lake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I forget the name of the store in Portage, but I like the Portage Mexican store right there.
The
too.
Portage one is good. The
Yeah.
one over here,
Oh, by the gas
and,
station?
and Maryville isn't really all that good. But
I'm in Portage,
They
so I
just
know
opened
all
they
up
only
that.
have like cheese and jalapeno, and then
They just opened up one on 109th, I think, over by the Seasons.
Lego Four Seasons.
Another supermarket, though.
yeah.
Yeah, another spot. You can
Yeah,
get
so
your-
same street. Just follow that down till you get to like Broadway, and that's where the little market is.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
I might have
By
to check
Walgreens?
Across the street from
across the
Walgreens.
street from Walgreens, yeah.
Do you know where the Speedway is?
For
Yeah,
going
it's on the-
going towards the square.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you it's on like if you're going towards the square, it's on your right.
On the west side of Broadway?
Yeah,
gonna
on
have
the
to check
west
it
side
out.
of Broadway, on the north side of 109th.
Yep.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna have to check it
And
out.
I live in that neighborhood right there, so I walk the dog there, and I get queso.
Oh, was that
and-
where the liquor store used to be back in the day?
Maybe it's definitely in a location where I would think a liquor store would be.
Uh-huh.
It's one of those like little small buildings where
Yeah.
you're like, this is
It
probably
hasn't
a
been a
liquor
liquor
store.
store since I was like 14 anyway. Don't ask
Yeah.
me how I know.
Yeah,
No,
I'm gonna check
but-
it out. I'm gonna check it out for real. Because
Yeah.
I don't leave Portage. That's my problem.
Why?
I'm either in Portage or I'm in Valpo.
But why?
But
I
you're
don't
in-
know. I just
But where you at now?
I be chilling.
Yeah.
Portage is so boring.
Or I go to Valpo. That's
yeah,
it.
but
Like,
Valpo, it's like Portage. It's like a house. It's Portage.
Yeah,
and
100%.
Valpo is the grocery store. You know, it's like there's so much life outside of Portage and Valpo.
No, I know that, but if I'm going something, I'm going out of town.
I ain't gonna hold you. I fuck around. Like it's usually where I'm chilling at too. If I'm not here, I'm in Portage. Yeah, I like it out there.
Just chill.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You-
Like-
you
She
live in
lives-
Cedar Lake,
you
right?
must live in Portage.
No, I'm down by
Yes.
I
Lowell.
knew it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Nothing
You did mention.
special.
You guys got some good Mexican spots down there.
We do
Yeah,
have a good
there's the
mayor,
Mi
though.
Ranchito.
Yeah,
There's that,
100%.
and,
He's a really good mayor.
I think there's another one like right down the street from Mi Ranchito. There's another little.
Yeah, they're really close to each other. Too
Yeah.
close to. I'm like, why? But Lowell is small. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody wants a Mexican spot in Lowell.
if you guys have any, go ahead. Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
Do your thing.
I was just gonna petition. Can we get more like Asian markets down here? I would love that
Yeah.
because
For sure.
I love
Highland.
Mexican food.
Highland's the only one I know of.
Yeah, there's a little one in Hobart if you're going towards the highway. It's right off the highway. It's like a store, like it's like a square wide big one, and they have refrigerators lined against the wall just full of like ingredients. But Illinois is where all the best ones are at, and I would just love for some little Asian markets over
That's
here.
where I'm at. Always. I'm always out.
Like in Illinois over
Oh,
there?
yeah.
Yeah, me
100%.
too. Aurora is where I go.
I'm in Springfield all the time.
Anything else you guys have tried this week that's kind of fun? We got some stuff on
the taco dipping burritos.
Mm-hmm. I just tried the Taco Bell dipping burritos, and you said you love them, right?
The steak. Oh my gosh!
How big are they?
They're
They're not that big. They come in a 2-pack.
Yeah,
They're probably
it's
each
worth
about
it.
like that big.
two for what?
2 for $5. So $2.50 a piece.
You ever had one of those cheesy roll-ups?
Don't you do
It's
that.
so
Don't
bad.
do
I
that.
don't
No,
like
no.
them. Listen,
No.
What's
the
in
cheesy
it? What's in
roll-ups
it?
are bigger than those things.
Are they fried?
No.
No.
No,
They're
I'm not
grilled.
eating that.
No,
you know
they're
the
grilled.
grilled cheese? You know the grilled cheese burritos?
Yeah.
It's like little mini grilled cheese
No.
burritos, but they're like this big, and they come in a pack of 2, and they roll up smaller than a regular size burrito, and you could probably buy the other burrito for cheaper. And it just tastes like just straight like cheese and like there's meat in it.
I
but
would
it's
say they're
not
like the
great.
size of an egg roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
When I lived in Arizona,
yeah, that was accurate.
Like about that. Like
it was hard to find, but there were places that made mini chimichangas,
I love
and they were like
chimichangas.
literally like that big, and you could get like a bag of them for like $20.
Ugh.
A little brown paper
Mini
bag full
chimichangas.
of mini chimmies. And we used to go fucking ham on those.
Yeah.
2 things I used to love in Arizona was mini chimichangas and carne asada fries. I do know there's a place here that makes carne asada fries, and it's actually pretty good, but the meat tastes different down there for some reason.
Interesting.
Yeah, so
What's carne asada fries? What's that all
it's
about?
fries
With meat.
with fries with carne asada, pico de gallo, some guacamole, and then lots of cheese and melt
It's
it
like
down.
a loaded nacho, but loaded
See,
fries.
See, in my mind, I'm thinking chicken fries. You say steak fries, carne asada fries. What if they were just like strips of carne asada in the little in
with
the
the
cup, you
breading
know?
around it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
that's where I was at for a second.
Yeah. Nah, man. Have you ever been out west?
Not out west, no.
Oh man, the food there is so different. Like every like in Arizona, they have a bunch of obviously a bunch of Mexican restaurants, but they're all like named like Berto something. So there's
Filiberto.
Filiberto's, Julio Berto's, Frederico's, and Julio. Did I say Julio Berto's?
Yeah.
Roberto's, all of them, and there's like multiple chains of them. There's literally a 24-hour burrito shop on every corner, literally
Yeah.
every corner, and they're 24 hours, and they have like maybe. I'll take a picture of it next time I go. But the place is like smaller than McDonald's, and they have like they have other things like you can get 5 rolled tacos for $7. You know, you guys know what rolled tacos are, right?
Mhm.
Like taquitos,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
but like real ones where they really fry it.
Yeah.
I think I don't know, what do they call it here? They might call it something different here. But anyway, you can get those, and they'll throw the same thing on, like guacamole and stuff on there. They do like enchiladas, chimichangas, different things like that. But they also have like a line of like maybe 20 different burritos, like different
like-
breakfast burritos, chicken, steak, California, Arizona, just anything you can think of. I used to mix them. Like
I like options.
It's like that in California too.
yeah, in Cali, same
Oh
thing.
my gosh, it's heavy in Cali though. Like
Yeah.
I mean, there's
On every
it's like
corner.
a McDonald's.
Yeah, it's and then you have like the little knockoff Taco Bells, like El Pollo Loco
Del Taco.
and Del Taco,
Mhm.
which are just trash, but they make burgers and different things like that too. So it's like little mix in between. El Pollo Loco is like, you know. We used to get chicken from there because they make really good like grilled chicken. But for the most part, I mean, Arizona food is like it's different, but it's like such. It took me a while to eat Mexican food here because I was so like, bleh.
You know,
Yeah.
got some good tacos. It's off subject though. Jack in the Box.
It's different, but it's like fire for what it is.
Them tacos are
What?
I will say,
I'm not
They used to
even
be like
listen.
2 for $1.
Yeah.
I think they still are.
No,
Or they're like $1.50 or something like that.
they're like $2.
Yeah, it's right around
Still,
there. Yeah, they're still good
Fire.
though.
I
Oh
know.
my god.
Where
I
do you
will-
go to Jack in the Box?
Not here.
No, not here.
Have you ever had it?
What's that?
Jack in the Box tacos?
I've had it
Yeah,
once.
no,
Oh,
no,
never a
Jack in the Box
taco.
tacos. No.
St.
Yeah.
Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's where it's at.
In Hawaii, where I used to
Mhm.
live, we have one Jack in the Box in the whole island, and that shit was so good. I
Yeah.
used to go to Jack in the Box every night. They're $5 boxes.
They got the mini tacos now.
Yeah.
3
Oh my
a.m.
gosh.
drunk with your friends, and you get one of those like Jack in the Box, like one of those late night boxes full of
Mhm.
shit.
Yeah.
They used to have. Yeah,
They don't
would
make
give you-
them no more.
No, they do.
They do?
Yeah, I was
But they're
I was
probably
in
like
Arizona
$10
I was in Arizona just a couple months ago. I got a box of something. It was like it came with like curly fries, regular fries, a sourdough jack, and some chicken fingers or something like that. And it was just all in a box. And it just
Like the Taco Bell boxes.
yeah,
Like
but
those?
bigger.
Jack in the Box is
Crave,
better.
Crave
I
box?
was gonna
No.
say, I think we should start this new segment called Deal of the Week, and we talk about discounted things that are really cool that you should try in the area.
I like that. I'm gonna write that down.
Because I
Food
went-
related or just anything?
anything I feel like could
Okay.
be fine, but I'm gonna make it food related.
Okay.
Wednesday night wings, 75 cents a wing. The wings are about this big and juicy,
Mhm.
like thick wings. 75 cents a wing. You can get 10 wings, and I like the garlic parmesan that they
From
have
where?
at Rusty Nail.
Mm.
It sounds whack. It sounds like a gross bar
Sounds
where
like a
there's a
dive
bunch
bar.
of old men.
Sounds like a
and it's gross.
smoky dive bar.
It's actually, I will say, I have been going for a
can
little
smell
bit
it
now,
already.
and there used to be an older crowd, but a lot more younger kids who are getting into college this year have been coming out. And I don't hate it. It's become a nice little vibe. They have pull tabs, they have darts, they have pool, they have a little bit of everything. The drinks are not that expensive. They're like okay, and it's just a good time. And they started having karaoke nights
I got a
too.
question. Am I allowed there? Because when you hear Rusty Nails, you just gotta like.
No, yeah.
I'm not even trying to be funny.
What
Like,
are you
No.
saying?
No,
Like,
I'm saying
Down bar.
exactly what you think I'm saying. Because the first time I was ever told about Rusty Nail,
Mhm.
it was like, yeah, you don't want to go there.
Okay, well, let me tell you something. Every time I've gone, it's been majority non-white people there.
Okay.
So
I have to check it out.
that's just from my experience on Wednesday nights when I go.
Okay.
Like, that's what I experience. I think it's a great night to go is on Wednesday nights. It's really crowded. You have to go up to the bar to order, and people will, like, a little bit shoulder you.
Yeah, don't
Because
want
they're
that.
like, oh, like, we're sitting here. But they're genuinely really nice guys. The bouncers are really nice.
She says you'll feel comfortable on Wing Wednesday, dog.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
go
yeah,
on
yeah.
Wednesday.
You'll be alright.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I can't go to Valpo on Wednesday. I don't want to do trivia.
No, don't do it.
right.
Love you, Zach, but I can't do trivia.
It's really good too. And I live like literally right around the corner, so I walk to Rusty Nail. I'll walk in, and the bouncer's so nice. He'll be like, all right. He's like, if you're not here next Wednesday, I'll worry. And I'll be like, I don't get wings every Wednesday, okay? But I will go get like 5 or 10 and just keep it in my box for lunch the next day. Super good deal. Go check out Rusty Nail on Wednesday nights.
And they do karaoke too.
Yeah, I don't remember what day it is, but they just started it. So I'm excited to see how that goes.
Are the wings better than Franklin?
Yes.
The barbecue wings.
I don't eat barbecue, so don't ask me that. But
Oh wow.
I
That
know.
is-
I know I'm a hater.
That
but
just tore my heart.
they're
apart.
so messy. They're so messy.
That just tore my heart. Apart.
But I will say when I bit into the garlic parmesan, like juice splurts everywhere.
Isn't
They're the juiciest fucking wings.
all right?
I've ever
Well.
had. No, I'm being
Say
serious.
less.
all
Like,
right now. Well.
I'm just saying.
Had me at juicy.
Like so much so that the bouncers are
After
like,
night.
"Hey, let me go get you a napkin." They're super, super nice and super good
You
food.
need a napkin.
What's this
Hold
ice
on.
cream and waffles you got? I'm
Yeah,
interested.
I want to know what that is too.
Let me look it up.
You're not talking about the place
Oh.
in Crown Point, are you?
No, I saved it. I saw it on Instagram
Okay.
and I saved it. Do you guys think ice cream and waffles go together?
Yeah.
I've had it
Yeah.
before.
Hell yeah.
I've recently had it.
That's like
Oh,
saying
really?
chicken and
They
waffles
make
don't go
waffle
together.
cones, bro. What do you-
Bro, syrup on your
That's
ice
true.
cream. Syrup on your ice cream is really good too.
I've
Uh,
never tried that.
Eggo makes a ice cream sandwich with waffles.
That sounds
Yeah.
amazing.
That sounds
the top
fire.
and bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds fire.
They're
I ain't
making
gonna lie to you.
blueberry, buttery maple, and chocolate chip.
Can we get this? I wanna
Yeah,
try
sure.
it.
I think
We need to
can.
start doing taste testing at this point because
I was saying, do you know the one YouTube channel where they will make something and they'll be like, "Oh, try not to eat or try not to blah blah blah." You know what I mean?
Nope.
I feel
No
like
idea.
we should do that.
I know
Try not to
exactly what
eat?
you're talking about.
You
That
know
doesn't sound
exactly what I'm
fun.
talking about?
Yeah.
I'm gonna find them out. You guys should
We're
go
about
home
to
and
steal your
research
idea,
this.
YouTube.
Yeah. No offense, but you should We should do that.
There was a
You
place.
guys talk. I'll be right back.
There was a place in Crown Point called Willet Waffle. They had a storefront, only lasted about a year. I think it was a bad location on the square. Nothing ever lasts there. But they still have a mobile food truck that they do at festivals and stuff. So they'll still be around. But my wife and I went there and we got their waffle. So it's an Indiana waffle cone, but it's an actual waffle. So they actually make a waffle. They put it inside of like a paper thing. So it's like the shape. And then they put the ice cream in there and the fudge and everything on top of that. So you're eating a warm waffle that's wrapped around cold ice cream in the middle. It was pretty good. I liked it.
It's called People versus Food.
Yeah.
Go home and watch it this week. It is so cool, and I think that we should.
But they try not to eat the food?
Well, there's different challenges. There's one that's called Try Not to Eat. One that's like eat in one bite. So like you'd go against one person next to you, and you have to shove the entire thing in your mouth in like 3
like
seconds.
Chubby Bunny, and then they die?
Yes. So like they have a bunch of different challenges, and I feel like sometimes when we do our little taste test, it reminds me of that. And I'm like, we should full.
Yeah, we got
send
room
that.
in the budget to do taste tests.
We might.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Still top number one for me is the Waffle House.
Waffle
Never-
Oh
House.
yeah, Waffle
Never
House
been.
is elite.
I had Bojangles for
Never
the
had
first
it.
time.
When
I've never had
When
it either.
when I went down to Georgia, I had Bojangles.
Is it great?
2 weekends ago. I went at nighttime. It was very good, but it wasn't fresh.
Was it packed?
So I'm gonna have to try again. I'm going again next weekend down to Georgia again. So
in one day, I want to do a KFC, Popeyes, Bojangles, Zaxby's, churches.
okay,
What
the
about
only
Cane's?
the only problem is that I could bring back.
Nigga,
What you say?
Listen, I'll bring
Cane's?
back.
Raisin Canes.
Raising Cane's.
You don't like Raisin Canes?
Cane's is trash.
Oh my
Whoa.
god.
Let's do it all.
Hot garbage.
If you want to do
Nope.
that when I
Nope.
come
This
back,
is why you lose people.
No, Cane's is trash.
How about
Were you
Browns?
kidding me?
Ain't nobody bringing up Browns chicken? Y'all don't like
Never
Browns?
Where's
had it.
Browns from?
Y'all ain't
Never
never
had
had no Browns chicken?
Where? From
Man,
where?
Chicago Heights, dog, right on Austin.
I know of it. I've just never had it.
Man,
Yeah,
y'all
we
never
gotta
had
do.
Browns
when
chicken?
we do that. That's gonna be in the tier with JJ's.
Bro, this is
I was saying
That's
when
my
some
shit.
some Browns and JJ's.
when I come
Browns and
back,
Raisins.
I'll bring some Bojangles
What- wait,
chicken
wait,
if
wait.
you
I need
guys
some
want
Hey,
to
if we're
try.
making a stop at Browns, you better get some of them.
But we gotta have an earlier
Hell yeah.
episode because
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back on Sunday and I'm not gonna be holding on to chicken until Thursday.
4-day-old chicken?
No thanks.
I mean, if you're gonna do JJ's and you're gonna do what's the other one? Browns, then you gotta do Uncle Ruckus.
Yeah, we could do that. Uncle Ruckus and,
Ruckus.
and Harold's. That's
No
kind of the
relation.
same.
Sharks.
yeah.
Got the
No
reload.
relation.
Oh, we should do that. We should do one of those challenges where it's like you cover up your eyes and you're like try to guess what fry is from where or what chicken's from where.
I saw this fat nigga guess like 6 different burgers. he shook one. He it was one he shook and he was like, "Oh, this is Burger King." And it was like, I said, "What? How did you know?" He'll feel the wrapper. Like it was just all. I think I might have saved it somewhere,
See,
but
I don't like taste tests like that where the people can feel it because that's cheating.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be
It should
Keith Lee.
straight taste. You should have gloves
he
on.
didn't even taste it. He just smelled it and touched it.
You ever seen that Master Chef episode
But
where
touching it gives away so
they
much,
chop
especially
up
when it's
everything into
fries.
squares and they just give everything as a square and they'll be like, "What is this?"
I'm
Yeah, or have
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah.
You give me
Hand it, serve it to
if
you
you
with
give me
blindfold.
You give me McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, and anything else, I can tell you exactly what it is.
100%.
Based,
I thought
based
that.
off of
Feel.
based off of smell.
Scent, yes, just a
Smell.
Scent
Yeah.
alone.
I
We
can
should do it
smell
with
it.
French fries then, because I guarantee you'll get some mixed up.
Oh, no,
yeah.
no, not from McDonald's, Wendy's, and everybody.
Well,
no.
McDonald's is obvious because they're a little
Yeah.
skinny, but if you can't hold it in your fingers before it's put in your mouth,
I think they're all pretty different, in my opinion. I think all the fast food places have differentiated themselves.
I feel like the crinkle cut from Culver's, you'll mistake with the Wendy's crinkle cut if you had those.
Boo Culver's.
Yeah, Culver's is so expensive.
I don't like Culver's.
Oh, I
Culver's
love
overrated.
Culver's.
Culver's so overrated, bro. Culver's. Oh, I hate Culver's.
Okay, to be fair, I love Culver's, but to be fair, all I get is their concrete mixers. I don't eat their food, so
Well, that's different.
I guess
That's
I don't really know if my opinion is of
Nah.
Culver's
So-
or just of their.
I'm
concrete
still
mixers.
hurt.
So heard from what?
Cane's. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, fuck Cane's, bro. Their chicken tastes like nothing, bro.
What?
It's disgusting. It's
That's
gross.
just disrespectful.
Anyway,
I just
I'm
don't
so glad they
Get out
didn't
of my
build one
house.
here. It would have just been terrible.
If they would have built one here, I would have been so happy.
Fuck McDonald's.
I'm tired,
Sorry.
I'm
I'm
tired
still
of driving
stuck
to
on-
Michigan City.
I'm still stuck on the whole Uncle Ruckus thing right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They got a cold black at the main gate.
I got reverse vitiligo.
Every year my skin gets blacker and darker.
Do you guys like energy drinks?
I do, but shouldn't.
I
Yeah.
get scared.
Red Bull. That's about it.
Okay, because I'm obsessed with Sonic's energy drink slushies.
What?
I
yeah.
get my hair done in Maryville, right? And every time I go to get my hair done, I'll be like, "Oh, what's in the area?" Sonic. That's the only thing I can order
Crown
to get
Point.
delivered.
Maryville.
Yeah.
Because it's in Crown Point.
That's over. That's right down the street.
Oh,
from
you
them.
get delivered. Okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna
and
say
so
you're
it's
not.
the only thing on the map that delivers.
I see.
And so I always get like peed off because I'm like, oh, fine, I'll pay for like a slushie or whatever. And I get one from the person who does my hair too. I get us both food. We sit, we eat, we drink, and she does my hair for really good, cheap prices because I go to a school. Anyway, I saw that they had this energy drink at Sonic, and it's only blood orange flavor that they offer on the app.
That's
which
weird.
you can order other options when you go there,
Oh.
but they only
Also
deliver
weird.
the blood orange. And I was like, you know what? I don't hate it. It's pretty good. I was like, this is really good. And it gives me Dutch Bros vibes. You guys know what Dutch Bros is?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
daughter loves Dutch Bros.
It's just like Dutch Bros. It tastes just like it. And
Do we have
I'm
a Dutch Bros
obsessed with
here?
it. No.
Oh yeah.
But I used to work at Dutch Bros, and I was gonna open in Louisiana. I was gonna open a shop, but then
Yeah.
I moved here for my job that I work now, and so I'm sad about it. But
Dutch Bros is like Sonic and Starbucks combined.
Oh man.
it's so good.
You know
Yeah.
who else has good ones too though? Bigby.
Oh yeah, I haven't been there.
Hey, they're
The
okay,
slushies?
but I've had really bad service the last 3 times I've gone to Big B.
They're
and
learning.
it's not worth the price for me to deal with it.
They're
I had a
learning.
girl,
Energy
They're
drink
still
is
young.
Yeah, they're still young.
fire.
but I had a girl huff at me.
Do they
Like-
make
Oh, they're
slushies?
young. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
They
okay.
make energy
like,
drink,
I
like their
ordered-
energy drinks are fire.
You can't blame that on Bigsby itself.
No, but like I've only been 3 times, and all 3 times has been bad service.
Same
That's because they
location?
fresh
Yeah.
too though.
Yeah, there's only one.
It's only one. No, it's
I
two.
tell
What do
you
you mean
this.
there's only
This
one?
There's
kind of
two. There's one in Portage and there's one in Michigan City.
The
There's
thing
one in
about-
Cherville. There's like 2 in
Bigsby?
Crown Point.
Oh,
There's
The
really?
thing
one.
about
Really?
the thing about
Oh,
coffee
shit.
though.
Oh, I
is-
mean like over where she's at.
Oh yeah, there's only one in
Oh.
Portage.
Okay.
well,
that
the
could
thing
be.
about coffee is
Down the street from
you
our
have to
house.
hit the big 3: speed, quality, and service.
Uh.
And if you're not fast and your service isn't good, it doesn't matter how good your coffee is because
Yeah.
I'm not going to want to return and get your coffee if you don't hit those other categories. And so, like on a scale of 1 to 10, like the only thing that's worth mentioning is they do have good drinks. It's just not worth it because the money is too expensive for the quality or for the quantity, for the service and the speed
put
I'm
up
getting.
with.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you this.
God damn.
So yesterday I wanted some Five Guys, but I didn't want like to drive all the way there because it's like a 20-minute drive. And
No.
so I
to my house. Yeah.
so I settled for there's a place called Philly
Oh, Philly
cheese-
lemonade.
Philly cheesesteak and lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
Philly steak and lemonade.
Yes, sir.
They have multiple locations, but my favorite location is in Maryville. And it's like
Mhm.
7 minutes away. So I was like, okay, let's go. They got a 2 cheeseburger for 2 double cheeseburger for $77.99
yes,
deal.
sir.
Really?
And their double
Oh my
cheeseburgers are
gosh.
massive. The meat
Dude,
you
did
could
you
tell,
say 2 double cheeseburgers?
Yes.
What?
and it's like
With a
this-
fry.
It's like the no, it's without the fry.
It's,
There's no fry no more.
what?
Yeah, 2 double. Now the 2 cheeseburgers comes with a fry, and it's almost the same size. But the 2 double cheeseburgers
don't
do
do the
not
fry
come with
no
a
more?
fry. Yeah, the 2 cheeseburgers with a fry I think is like $6.99.
God
Still
damn
a
it.
great deal.
I always
'Cause
forget about that place.
Their burgers are probably about as big as Five Guys.
What is this place called?
Oh my god,
Philly-
half the price at least.
Yeah.
Five Guys is so expensive.
And right now on DoorDash, Five Guys has a buy one get one, and somehow it still came out to like $20-something once I added fries.
Did
Listen,
you know you could buy
If you
their
want Five
seasoning?
Guys, next time, let me know.
What you got, a guy?
He's got
She's
5
the
of them.
GM.
She?
My girl
Oh, your girl over in Crown Point?
in Portage.
Oh, okay.
At Five Guys?
Yes.
Next week,
was
my
gonna say,
guy.
Did you know Five Guys you can buy their seasoning
Yeah.
for the fries and stuff?
Mhm.
Yeah,
You just
I
walk
didn't
in and
know
be
that.
like,
Just
let
like
me
Steak
buy
and
your
Shake.
seasoning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, besides that, I also ordered the chicken nuggets and fries because, I'm going to have burgers. I might as well have chicken nuggets and
Mhm.
fries too. All of that only cost me like $14, right? I open it up. I'm like, the chicken nuggets come in a boat, which is cool. And with the fries, there's like a chicken nuggets on top of the fries. I look at them and they're a little brown. I'm like, what the fuck? That's kind of weird. I'm like, okay. because I'm thinking maybe I would get like you know how dinosaur nugs are kind of like,
It's a thick burger.
bro. It's literally like this. I have to hold it with 2 hands.
Yeah, Philly's is good.
Philly's it's about as big as a
pretty big
Five Guys
patty.
burger, and the ingredients they'll put the same ingredients on it. Now here's the thing. They're not making it with the smash.
Right.
They're making it with like a frozen patty. So that's the difference. It's a little bit of a
It's
quality
not real
difference.
meat.
It's real meat, but it's a frozen patty.
But
So,
it's still good.
but it's still really good.
really good.
So
There's one in Portage.
yeah, and I don't think it's the same owners or anything like that.
No,
But
it's still good.
Is
It's
it
so
also
good.
connected to a taco tia?
no,
No,
Okay, that's just the Maryville one.
No.
yeah,
just
the
the
taco
Maryville.
tia there is really good too. Anyway, but they don't make hard shell tacos. I love hard shell tacos.
Would you say this place is an American food place?
This place, no,
Oh, no.
no, it's Greek at least,
Mhm.
Greek with Mexican.
What place?
Yeah, because they have lamb hanging, don't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
What
yeah.
place you talking about?
Euros. This is Philly steak and lemonade on
Oh,
30.
okay. It's still the
So-
same Philly steak.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's right
yep.
next to Duke Oil.
Okay.
So I'm looking at the chicken nuggets and I'm like, why the fuck are they so dark? Like they just look dark. And I'm thinking, and when I got it, I thought I would get maybe how the dinosaur nugs are kind of like the breading is kind of like
Loose.
yeah. I'm thinking it's gonna be something like that. Like they just pulled it out of a Walmart bag and fried it. So I bite into it and it tastes incredibly familiar. Incredibly familiar because I'm a fat boy and I know my nuggets. I know all my nuggets. I can tell you when it's a Burger King nugget. I can tell you when it's a Wendy's nugget. I can tell you.
for life.
Guess where these nuggets were from?
Surprise me.
They were literally refried McDonald's nuggets that they froze. Literally, literally.
Shut
I wanted to
up.
save one
Yeah.
just
the
so you
same
could see.
shape and everything.
Oh,
Like,
they were no, they were McDonald's nuggets refried.
they were the
They were the McDonald's. Like you bite into it and you're like, oh, this is McDonald's. And I
Damn,
think
really?
and I think the fries were like probably fucking McDonald's fries too. They were
Hell
soggy
no.
as fuck.
like they got.
Oh, you must have got the
like
wrong
they fell off the
fries.
back of a truck.
You know
No,
what
bro,
fries
I
are
think
really
it was just, they
good?
were about to close.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah,
You didn't get the right fries.
but I mean, their fries are usually good.
Yeah.
Oh, they
The
were about
fries
to
are-
close.
the
Oh,
fries
that
are
was
good.
somebody's
But
lunch.
they- but-
we ain't cleaning up the
Somebody
kitchen.
go get a 50-pack of
But
nuggets.
they when they put it in the boat, it kind of got like wet or whatever, just because it was like it was in a brown paper bag
Yeah,
for so
it's
long.
fucking
So,
soggy.
I didn't get them fresh. When I got them fresh last time, they were great, but
Yeah.
put them in a boat. That's what's gonna happen. But the nugs were extra crispy. They were decent, but they were McDonald's nuggets, and I
Damn.
was like, "You motherfuckers,
Damn.
charged me $6.99 for a boat of fries and some nuggets,
Mm.
and it was a 5-piece nugget or
Damn.
a 6-piece nugget. Cracked me over the head. You just resold McDonald's nuggets.
Terrible.
Got
You know
your
what fries
ass.
are really good that I've been obsessed with lately? It would have to be the Buffalo Wild Wings French fries.
Oh, they got good fries.
Oh, I
They got good fries.
have been like ordering French fries and taking it to my nursing school with
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
I
Rallies?
don't
Rallies.
know why.
It's
I'm
alright.
gonna
It's
fatty for
alright.
their fries. I don't know. Like I'm obsessed. And if you ask for their sauce on the side, they'll give you any of the wing sauces for you to dip
Yeah, they
your
will do
fries
that.
into.
They will do that.
And that's crazy. Like
Their bird dogs weren't bad.
Rally's got good
Bird
fries.
dogs.
Yeah, you ever had a bird dog?
Mm-mm.
A bird dog is like a chicken finger, but as a hot dog.
What?
Mm.
Yeah, and they dress it up.
Bastards.
Does anybody
Oh,
have their
that's great.
birthday coming up soon?
No.
I'm October.
April.
Did you know that you get 6 free wings at Buffalo Wild
Only
Wings for your
6?
birthday? Yeah, but like you can just pull up and be like, "Hey, can you make me my 6 free ones and take it home?" And they will.
That's not enough. That's
Six,
not-
6 ain't
Piss
Do they
me
ask for
off.
proof?
Sometimes, like I've had years before where they haven't. I think this year they didn't, but the year before they did. So
6. I mean, I guess 6 is alright.
6 is alright for
Better than
like
nothing.
6
How-
free
What
wings.
time are we at?
Any sauce you want.
11:15.
Yeah. Let me, if you guys don't mind, give me some 90s shows that you want to reboot. Let me check the time.
90 shows.
Reboot, like continue or remake?
Remake.
Ooh, remake? That's hard. Because like I don't like when they remake shit that I like because I'm worried they're gonna ruin it.
No, they always mess it up. They
Yeah.
don't ever do you no justice.
Like they're doing more episodes of Malcolm in the Middle. They're doing 4 more, but it's a continuation and it's most of the same cast.
Ooh, I
But
got
like
one.
I don't like when they recast a show.
You know what?
Like this new Harry Potter show that they're coming out with on HBO. No, I'm not gonna watch that shit. I take it back. I will hate watch it, but I'm so annoyed that they're redoing the Harry Potter movies as a TV show with all new cast.
I got one. They rebooted Charmed. and I really liked the reboot, and I watched the original, and they canceled the reboot, and I was pissed because they canceled the original too, and I really enjoyed that shit, and I'm upset. So,
What one has even ever been, not ever, but been successful recently? Fuller House lasted what, 3-4
Yeah.
seasons? I guess
Yeah.
that's probably.
I know they
pretty
rebooted
decent.
Frasier. That
Charmed
did
lasted
pretty
3
good.
seasons too, but
Okay.
Curb Your Enthusiasm was one.
What about
Frasier
You
was
guys
the-
remember Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah.
From
Oh
Nickelodeon?
yeah, I would love that.
That'd be a cool one. Like
I would love that.
like a
Oh,
more-
Goosebumps they just brought back. I
Yeah.
think that's doing well.
yep.
You know,
Are You
about
Afraid of the Dark was
Courage the
special.
Cowardly
Dude, Are You
Dog?
Afraid of the Dark was mean, bro.
Yeah.
There's one episode that sticks out in particular. Like, I don't know. It's like he had like a red skull. It was by a pool. I just remember that episode as a kid, and it just freaked the shit out of me.
Cartoon
Yeah.
Network is over.
I
with,
would
though.
love to see a
Oh, Cartoon
Yeah.
Network is finally dead. Yeah,
Yeah, that shit's
unfortunately.
crazy.
I would love to see a scary movie based off of Courage the Cowardly Dog.
That'd be fire.
That'd be great.
Yeah, like
That would be tough.
I think that would be
I'm not even
so
gonna lie to you.
good.
How about you guys think about it? We all bring a really, really good one to share for next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 90s
None of
90s
mine
show
they
that we
can
would
really-
want to
Yeah,
reboot.
None, of,
live action, not live action, but a live show.
none of mine they can really reboot. Like I would want to see Family Matters again, or I would want
They
to.
talked about it.
Yeah, but it's not going.
Urkel didn't want to do it.
It's not going to be the same though.
I
Yeah,
don't blame him.
yeah.
Half of the actors
Yeah.
are gone.
I mean, Bel Air was good.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to watch that.
It was okay. It wasn't.
I love Fresh Prince, and I did not have any interest in Bel Air.
Yeah,
It was too serious for me.
I mean,
Right,
they
right. That's why I didn't want to watch it. I'm like,
Beetlejuice.
no, I want this goofy ass.
yeah.
family.
It's a movie, but yeah,
Yeah, but like
it was a
right.
show too.
They've done a lot of reboots. In the
I would
past
want to see
10 years.
what I would want to see a reboot is, but I know they're not. They can't
Well-
do it.
well-
Is Martin?
Oh yeah,
Eh,
they could. It just wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, because Tommy's gone.
Yeah, true. Yeah, give me a good '90s reboot for next week that we can bring in and talk about.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
They did revive Are You Afraid of the Dark, by the way.
I thought they did.
Boy Meets World. They
2019,
made Girl
2020,
Meets World.
2021.
yeah, I saw.
3
Yeah, that
seasons.
was
That was
real
good.
successful.
Was it
Yeah.
Nickelodeon?
Let me see. I'm not sure what network it aired on, but they brought it back for 3 seasons.
What year?
2019 through 2022. It came back.
Oh, now I gotta go check that out.
Yeah.
Oh.
They need to bring Bill Nye back.
Yeah,
Nah, this science.
I love that guy.
Kai brought him back.
Isn't he like
Yeah.
in legal trouble right now?
No, I don't know.
He's too smart for all that.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was just.
He
Bill,
doesn't.
Bill,
he's not
Bill,
even a
Bill.
scientist. He's a hired actor. You guys.
Bill Nye,
No,
the science guy.
doesn't he have a science
First off,
background?
Yeah, don't
No,
ever.
no. He's,
I'm pretty certain he
weren't
was a
there.
scientist.
You don't know.
Not for
All
our
Yeah.
generation. Don't
You
do
know?
that.
Do you guys remember that CNN for Kids like show that used to be out where it was like news but like shrunk down so only kids would understand it? It would talk about hot topics for kids.
Did it air in school? Like, did you watch it in school? Because I remember Channel 1 or whatever in school.
Yeah, like it was mostly
Channel
streamed
4.
on like a website, and you would go to the website and teachers would pull it up. That was like a big thing when I was a kid, and I can't find it anywhere. It's like the thing never existed. Okay,
As
and
it should.
I was
That just
obsessed
showed
with
my
that
age.
You got
stuff.
Berenstein Bears?
Oh,
Bernstein.
It was like CNN for
Barons.
kids or something like that.
we've been saying it wrong the whole time.
Shazam.
Shazam.
I don't
right?
even want to talk about that. That
How is Shazam not real?
exactly.
How is that not
We
real?
all know. We all know.
I've seen it,
It was with this guy. You tell me you never seen a video with that guy in it?
and the fact that he said that he's never done a movie. It was a commercial. No, you were in a
Kinda
full
looks-
It was a
movie.
whole ass movie.
That was a whole ass movie.
You were in a basement being filmed. Dog.
Exactly,
like,
bro.
I seen it.
That
you told
shit
me you didn't
pissed
see
me
that
off.
guy in school. They didn't play those videos for you.
How are there no clips on
No.
YouTube of it though?
I'm probably listening.
Right.
Of Shazam.
That just
I'm
shows
talking
my age.
Shazam.
about. How's there nothing on
How old
YouTube?
are you?
I thought
How
that
old am I?
there
Yeah.
was
How old
a
are
recent
you?
video that came
I don't
out
know.
talking about, oh yeah, here's the VHS
Oh yeah,
and all
that just
that.
showed my.
Well, yeah,
age.
but that was a
Yeah.
doctored picture
Yeah.
though.
Was it doctored?
Yeah,
Was it?
I remember that.
You don't know what reality we're living in
But I'm
right
saying
now.
like, how come like if it did exist, and I do feel like I remember it, but I'm saying wouldn't it there be a YouTube clip of it somewhere by now?
that was the whole thing. I thought was that because there is no hard evidence of it to be played.
Man, we've seen
But
that.
how
movie.
do we all know it?
I
That's what I'm
remember
saying.
watching that movie with him.
Yeah.
100%. Because then after that movie came out, he came out with a movie and he was a chauffeur.
Can
Right
we
after
add
that. Yeah.
conspiracy to the list next week?
Conspiracy.
Let's
Yeah.
come back with some conspiracies
Uh,
next
Yeah,
week.
let's text them to me. We'll come up with some pretty decent stuff.
What is it
Yeah.
called? It's not conspiracy, but what is it called? It's called
You're talking about the thing that we're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Mandela effect.
Mandela effect.
Yeah. Dude, there's okay, here's one for you guys, a Mandela effect. Well, maybe not Mandela effect, but when and I may have already asked you because I remember when I found this out, I asked like everyone I know. When do you guys think that Pablo Picasso died?
Pablo Picasso?
1938
Hell no.
That's oddly specific.
or 1838.
I thought it was the 1800s.
That's
Maybe
like
it was the 1800s.
what's the
1838.
what's the
No,
fucking
I
what's
don't
the other
remember.
guy?
Nelson Mandela.
Yes, him too.
Tell me, am I
Well,
close?
that's what the Mandela effect is. That's how I remembered it.
When did he
because-
die?
More guesses? What'd you say? 1930? Is that what
I
you
didn't
said?
see
She said
I
that.
said 1938, but
1960.
I think that's wrong. I think maybe it was 18.
I thought it was 1800s.
1830?
Yeah.
Okay. 1830, what do you say?
That was like, I thought it was way more than that. And Picasso was like
Yeah.
1940, something like that.
1940, what do you think?
I'm thinking.
Where's
like
his nation of origin?
19, 20,
I don't know.
maybe 1920.
He's a
19
painter. He's not that old, but I feel like he's an old one, because I feel like maybe it is like the late 1800s, like 1879 maybe or something.
1973.
Get the
There you go.
fuck
There you
out
That's
of
go.
here.
wild.
I knew
I
it
thought
was a
he
lot
died in like
closer.
1880 or some shit.
Yeah,
I
I knew-
thought he was incredibly old. Like incredibly like far long
Hell yeah,
time
because
ago.
they made it seem like he
I
was old
know.
as shit.
There's pictures of this dude like sitting at McDonald's and I'm like, no, this is not real. He did not live in modern times. Like
That shit is.
Did you guys watch the Beanie Baby documentary
no, but I loved Beanie Babies when I was a kid.
They're
on
expensive.
Netflix? You should watch it because it's about the whole conspiracy of why Beanie Babies were big and why people thought that they were going to be worth so much money. It's really good.
They are worth money now. Like if you got the right ones, like
Right. But
The-
back
The
then,
Princess Diana
when it
one.
the purple one. Yeah.
Benny the Bull.
when they first came out back then, they were selling for way more than what they're selling now because everyone wanted a complete full collection so they could resell
Oh,
them
yeah.
for
Hell
later.
yeah, I had
So
a,
people
I
were
still have my
buying
book
them
I had
with
a bunch
values.
of Beanie
$10,000,
Oh, yeah.
$20,000. People were driving across state lines to look for a specific one. They knew were going to be in specific location.
Mhm.
It was all algorithm
wild.
based.
So I
It's
only
super
collected the dogs because I'm a big dog lover. And my dad built a dog house for me for my dogs. So it's like it was on the wall above my bed. I don't know if I have a picture of it.
the good life.
Right.
I still have it. I didn't let my parents throw it away.
Holy
It's still in my
shit.
parents' basement right now. But it's probably about this wide, like this tall. It's got, a sloped roof, but it's all just slots. It looks like a mailbox slots, But each dog had its own like little cubby slot. So all I collected was the dogs, and I had like, I don't know, 5 by 5. I had like 25 dogs. And then anything that wasn't a dog, because some people would give me like, other ones, cats or whatever,
There's
that
a
I would
Beanie
just,
Baby.
those would go on the roof. They weren't allowed in the house. It was only the dogs in the house. But dude, I love my Beanie Babies. I had a freaking birthday party for Sparky, Sparky the Beanie Baby.
Yeah.
We had a birthday party with like some of the neighbor
Then
kids.
you need to watch the Beanie Baby
I
documentary.
love my Beanie Babies. I still have them.
I have one, and it's an owl because it was put out the year and
Was it
month.
Hoot?
Maybe it came out the day I was born.
How'd
I
you
don't know.
guess?
Come on. I
I
know.
don't know.
You could probably show me a dog Beanie Baby and I will tell you
But
its
it
name.
came out. It came
It's a
out the day I
wild
was
superpower.
born.
It's useless. Well, I had a book too. I had a little
Yeah.
book that had all the values in it. And I remember going through that book all the
Well,
time
it
when
came
I
out
was a
the
kid.
day I was born, and so my grandma went to the store and found it and brought it, and I've had that one since.
I just bought my daughter a Beanie Baby last week because its birthday is her birthday, so I had to get it for her. Little
Yeah.
hedgehog.
So sweet.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
a hedgehog.
It's a hedgehog.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Hedgehogs are adorable.
Yeah.
His
so
name
it's-
Hedgie.
No, come on, that's
Come
ridiculous. Its
on.
name is Hoggy.
It's
No, I'm
Spike.
kidding.
It's Spike.
No, it's like I don't remember what it is, but I don't know.
So cute.
But yeah,
I'm
still a
just
hedgehog.
you guys
But yeah.
reminded me, like I have a bear. My mom has the 3 Beanie Baby bears that I got. They're all the same bear, but they're in different sizes. It's a big, medium, and
yeah.
small. And the little small one came from McDonald's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We hunted everywhere to complete
Mhm.
the little 3. It's
Mhm.
Osito the bear. He's the Mexican bear. He's red. Got a little Mexican flag on him.
yeah.
So
Oh,
cute.
yeah. I got my parents got some of those bears or some of those McDonald's ones too, and like they got we have a Canadian bear. Well, I don't know if my parents still have it, but they bought a Canadian bear. They got one with like I think an Irish bear with the Ireland flag on it. The U.S. bear. They got the Princess Diana purple bear. Like yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Watch the Beanie Baby movie.
I am gonna have to watch it. Now.
Pinche
Yeah.
Beanie Babies.
Do you remember? Oh, sorry, I know we're trying to go, but it just
You were the one told me we had to go.
I know. I know. I said I gotta go soon, but do you guys remember Meanie Beanies?
Yeah.
You had
No.
those?
I didn't have them. I remember hearing.
You know what
about
that
them.
is? Do you guys?
We were broke. We didn't have anything.
Meanie beanies were like the counterculture to like the Beanie Babies, and they were same concept, but they were like for teenagers because they were like more adult themed.
Edgy.
Yeah. And they were like one of them was like holding his dick, and it was like his name was, I don't know what his name was, but his little like bio was like, you know, something crude or like kind of funny. But there was like a bird and he just like shitting or something like that. It was pretty funny.
That reminds me, next week, you guys should watch this, but after you watch it, we should talk about fugglers. That's like a big trend right now. And
Fuck
I've
is
been
a
seeing
fuggler?
so many fuggler videos, and I want to talk about it. And I'll be looking at people, they basically take their old teddy bears and they make them ugly. And they like rip them up and sew them and make them into fugglers. And they're creepy as hell. And they be giving them to their kids. And their kids are like, oh, I love it. They're so cute.
We gotta get a new group chat.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking ugly.
I know. And so we should talk about that next week.
There's gonna be a game out about
There is Five Nights at Freddy's.
Isn't that like a whole
Oh,
separate
shit.
toy line?
No,
It's not
just
just. Isn't that a toy line though?
I think it is.
Yeah, they got their
but
own website. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
because I just seen some Ninja Turtle fugglers not too long ago. Like they had real ass teeth and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah, but like people are turning their because it's a trend now. People are turning their really cute, adorable animals they had as kids into fugglers, and I'm like, why would you do that? I seen one with a Hello Kitty. There's Scooby Doo ones like on Facebook
SpongeBob.
Marketplace. I got advertised. I watched one fuggler video on TikTok, and I got advertised a fuggler Scooby Doo set, and I was like, this is messed up.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ones.
Let me show you.
Yeah. Yeah, they got those at Walmart. They were on clearance actually right around Christmas time.
Fuck.
Like
They look-
or a SpongeBob and Patrick fuggler set was what I had seen too.
I just seen that.
Like
Oh God.
it's
Oh
ugly
god,
as
they're
fuck.
melting.
I
Oh.
know.
It's like the SpongeBob ice cream.
They're so gross. So anyway, that just reminded me of that.
On that note, we're gonna get out of here. We appreciate you guys. I should always say it at the beginning of the pod, and I never do. But like and subscribe and all the things.
Share.
The share. I'm gonna make sure that I tag everyone. If you guys want to plug your socials real quick.
Hackus Prime, HACKUSPRIME. Follow the journey of Broken to Boken.
Mm-hmm.
Ariel Reeves on TikTok and Ariel Lynn Reeves on Insta.
Joe-
YouTube. My bad.
Joey Donuts. I don't have a tagline.
DJ The Problem on TikTok.
Hell yeah. Thank you. It was a vibe. It was real. This is the panel. They call me Swill, and we will see you guys very soon.
Yay.
Bye guys.